deducing, perceived, pushing for the deal, scouting the player, weighing up the options, monitoring, discussing. They appreciate the player, edging closer, studying, exploring, flirting, leading the race, targeting, prioritizing, considering, keeping tabs on the player, agreeing personal terms, following. He's a concrete name. Luring, gauging, in love with. How many more buzzwords do these journos need? Like, real talk, how many more buzzwords do these journos actually need?
He's a manager that we should go and get for the free. Ain't going to cost us nothing. Get him in there. Won the Champions League 2012, managed Villa in 16, and he's now a manager out in South Korea for Hyundai. Who's that?
Don't know. Who's it?
Who that is?
Who's it?
You. What do you mean?
Well,
Do you not know, Jay?
No, who's it?
Roberto Di Matteo, mate.
Gosh. Right. Let's get straight into it, guys. Straight into it. We ain't ramping. I also have a translator coming on for the Timber clip, which is about 13 minutes Timber interview with him on camera, speaking in Dutch. So we will translate that properly because nobody else bothers. So these top gooners want to hide it. Cool. Maybe there's something else hiding. Maybe there's not. However, I ain't seen this whole Timber thing blowing up out of nowhere. But anyway, this Spurs fan down here, bless up Jay, absolutely cooks him. Let's go. If it loads. Work, man. What are we doing here? Stinker and hooked. Maybe he's deleted it. Deleted his tweet earlier.
The playing cat that so at this point in time doesn't really make sense. And now, and those 3 or 4 players only work if you do sign level raises. So Zubimendi, brilliant. But the thing is Zubimendi coming in is meant to push the player out of the first team, not push him out of the squad and club altogether.
In fact, hold up on that. Bless up my G, brother. What we saying?
Big up, Lee. How you doing, man? You okay?
Bless up, Yasser, man. Bless up to you, my guy.
I was on Northside's channel doing Prem Talk. And then I
sorry, man. I didn't even know, bro. I didn't even know.
It's all right. It's all right. I finished up anyway. So
you can understand Dutch, yeah? Tell me you can understand Dutch, please, please.
So
please.
basically, Lee, I was born in Holland. I lived there for 13 years. So I'm actually Dutch. The problem is that I haven't spoken Dutch in a couple of years. So my Dutch might not be as sharp, but I can actually understand Dutch, if that makes sense.
You can understand it, but you can't speak it as good as you
Yeah, no, it's not as good. So if I go back for a couple of weeks, my Dutch will come back. But we also have someone that I know, Devante. You know Devante?
Yeah.
The one that comes on Offside channel. He's actually, he lives in Holland and he knows Dutch fully. So if you need any 100%.
Hey, where's my man? Get him to pull up as well, bruv. Get him to pull up as well, because we need to dissect this. And I'll give you a quick background check on this, yeah? So basically, Urian Timber has done an interview on a podcast that's got nearly 900,000 subs on YouTube, right?
Yes.
All we've seen is little tiny snippets of him where some of the things have been taken out. Yeah, so it's like a paragraph before the next one has been totally taken out on the copy and paste for some of these top accounts online. You know, the aggregator.
So they've basically taken parts of it or tried to take parts of it just to, okay, I hear it. Okay, yeah.
Either way, my man said for the PSG games, he couldn't run, he couldn't overlap, he couldn't slow down properly. At half time, he was fucked. He had a heel, Achilles, or not heel, not Achilles, his heel. Yeah. But the fact that these people have been hiding this, the fact it's only had 36,000 views, he couldn't train for a whole week before the second leg. At half time, he's going, yo, I'm dusted. On international duty before that, the quotes that I've seen, he's saying the staff at the international duty said, no, you need surgery at the end of the season. And And then he played. And then he went down. And I remember the first leg. He went down. He was holding the back of his hamstring on his right leg. He'd already had knee surgery before, an ACL the season before. Right? He'd had an ankle injury. Yeah, but now he had a heel injury. Yeah, so it's like, why are they hiding
So are you saying he went down in Holland? Do you mean he went down in international?
He went to international duty and had a scan. Yeah,
because I remember I remember he came in and they said, "Nah, you have to go back," and I think they sent him back.
And guess what? He played the next day for Arsenal. That's what I'm saying, bro. And he's outed this manager, yeah. And the fact that these motherfuckers are hiding this, yeah, I needed something because I don't want to just put the subtitles on because it never translates properly. But it's about 13 minutes, but I'm gonna have to stop, yeah, like. Because otherwise, I'll probably get done for copyright anyway.
Yeah, okay, I know who these people are, but like, so Broederliefde, I think is not a band, but like the group of rappers in Holland. So I think I think they've started doing a podcast, and he's kind of went on. Okay, I know who these people are.
Yeah, they've got 36,000 views on that, and they've got nearly 900, nearly a million. Really, big ups to them. We like their video. Right, let's go, guys. Right, chat. Get your popcorn out. Get the likes up. Sub to Yasser's channel as well. Up the chills. Big up for jumping on short notice as well. Literally 5 minutes.
Come on, man. Anytime.
I love brother.
No, anytime.
Right. Let's go, guys. See, this is the shit that these man will not fucking tell you, bruv. We got the fucking goodies right here.
Yes. Julian, David Norman Timber.
Ja, man. That's it, bro.
Zeg ik het goed?
Je zegt het goed, ja.
Ja. Sterk. Hoe is het, broeder? Hoe is het?
Ja, goed. Eindelijk vakantie. Ik ben aan het herstellen nu.
Ja.
Ik had een bordje in mijn enkel
he's on holiday.
He's chilling, bruv. Look at him. He's loving life.
They made the joke about his fitness.
Holiday, yeah?
No, but they made the first thing he was making a joke about his fitness. And he was like, nah, I'm going to make sure you come back fit or something, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. But
this is what these top gooners are hiding from us, lads. Yeah, and lasses.
Yeah.
Right, let's go again. We'll do 30 seconds. Yeah, and I'll keep pausing it, yeah?
Still pijn deed. En dat
was een
momentje dat gebeurde ergens in december. Dus ik liep er al maanden mee. Maar het werd erger en erger. Dus op een gegeven moment, toen ik die scan had gemaakt bij Nederlands elftal, kwamen
Protege tu hogar
motherfuckers
de robos y ocupaciones
con el
directo en cerradura inteligente. Tiri. ¿Te suena? Seguro. Cámbiate y te mejoramos el precio de tus seguros directamente.
They think I'm a mutant. He said something about what?
So he basically was saying that something became worse and worse, so he had to go get scans.
Okay.
He didn't specify specifically what, and so we don't know what injury specifically he's talking about.
So this guy came off the back of an ACL.
Yeah.
Played from November onwards. Yeah. Then he had a slight ankle injury, which we kept playing him through. Yeah. He went down there about 18 minutes in. It was in the first half. PSG were 1-0 up in the first leg. Yeah. And it was the first half. Right. And he went down and he was grabbing the back of his hamstring really high up here. And I was like, here we go again. Another guy.
Yeah, because I remember that because I was watching your stream. So I remember I was watching the game.
And the guy with the earpiece, radioed through to the bench. Yeah. But Matty said, no, they're checking his other leg. Yeah. And I said, Matty, it's both legs. He's holding his hamstring on the right, but they're checking the left. This is where it gets peak now.
Remember, he went down and he kind of, this thing that they do when they grab both their own legs.
Yeah.
He was doing that, and I was like, he can't be like, there's no way he's not fatigue. What's that thing they get when they pull out, like when they get tired at the end of the games? Remember when they start stretching and that?
Yeah,
that kind of thing. But I was like, it's too early unless he's not fully fit, and then he's already tired. Cramp. Yeah, when he gets like getting cramp, but it's like he can't be getting it that early.
Matty sat there, right, and said, "Joe, it's the other leg, it's the other foot." Yeah. He then went off the side of the pitch. You have to go off to come back on. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta he pulled his t-shirt up over his face. He wiped the sweat off his face. Mikel Arteta didn't even ask him if he was okay. Yeah. And then put him back on the pitch. Then he says, some of the quotes I've seen, maybe this is the bit coming up now, yeah? Right? He basically was saying, or the quotes were saying that I've seen, that at half-time he was fucked. But this is why I wanted somebody that could...
Yeah.
Let's go. Dat ik zeg maar operatie moest doen aan het eind van het seizoen.
Maar je dacht van sowieso nog die laatste game was
Yeah,
met
pause it
Arsenal
here, pause it here. So this is the part where he's just when he finished and the other guy came in, he basically said that he's done the scans and he found out he had to get the operation done.
At the end of the season, yeah?
Yes, that's what he said, yeah.
Cool. That was on international duty.
Yeah.
That was before the PSG first leg.
Mhm.
The club obviously know this, hence why he got sent back. Right? Now listen to this.
We spelen maar met veel moeite. Ik zeg je eerlijk, vaak praten topsporters toch over met pijn spelen en pijnstillers.
Ja,
En
toch?
soms is het erger. Alleen, ik heb nu echt meegemaakt hoe dat voelt.
Pijnlijk. Maar
Yeah,
bro, ik zeg eerlijk,
pause it here. So he's basically said that he's been playing through pain, taking painkillers and that to play games. That's what he just said. But he just said I got over it. That's what he's saying. You don't know. You know footballers though. He's probably not got over it. You don't know. But he basically said he's been playing through pain, and how he was taking painkillers and that through games.
Wow, it's almost like we're giving him the ketamine shots.
But this is the thing though, Lee. Dutch people, they're straight up. You know what I mean?
Nah, Mikel Arteta's the enemy of football, bruv. This guy's doing this to every player at the club.
This is crazy.
je niet echt hoor. Nee, ik zeg eerlijk, die laatste Champions League game, daar zag je wel van, volgens
Maar
mij...
bij wie zie je het? Bij niemand zie je het eigenlijk.
Ja, ik hoor je. Ja, maar bij die laatste game, daar had ik wel een theorie van, volgens mij had je wel echt pijn op dat moment.
Ja, kijk, het probleem was, ik had mijn enkel blessure, daar struggelde ik al een tijdje mee. Ik trainde bijna niet, eigenlijk alleen. Dus een dag voor de wedstrijd trainde ik, en dan de wedstrijd. En de eerste game tegen Paris raakte hij geblesseerd na 30 minuten aan de onderkant van mijn voet. Dat is een andere blessure, maar dezelfde kant van mijn enkel.
Okay, pause it here. So, he said...
And I heard the word Arteta, bro.
So he had an ankle injury, he said. Before, so he didn't train at all before the game PSG. He then said that he got injured within half an hour in the first leg. And then he said it was not that exactly what you said, what Matty said. It was not that leg, it was the other leg. So he just said that. And this guy that you got on the photo, he basically said that he could really tell that Timber was in pain in the second leg.
Let's go.
So
this is golden content. Big up Yasser as well, man. Come on, make sure you subscribe. This is gold.
9 minuten, ik sprong in de lucht en ik kom neer, maar ik kom helemaal verkeerd neer. Ik had zoveel pijn dat ik in de rust in ging. Ik dacht van, ik weet niet hoe ik deze tweede helft ga spelen, want ik kan niet eens rennen. Toen scoorden we na 2 minuten.
Pause here. So he said that he jumped and then he landed fully wrong. So then he said he wasn't sure if he could play the second half. That's how much pain he was in.
This is mad, bro.
Toen voelde ik een beetje van adrenaline inkomen. En dacht van, oké, ik ga nog wel even door kunnen. En op een gegeven moment was het bij nu 80. Toen ik het voelde dat ik niet meer kon. En dacht van, het is 80 minuten. Oké, tijd om eruit te gaan. Maar die game hadden verloren. Maar toen die hele week had ik niet getraind. En de hele week was ik aan het stressen. Voor die tweede halve finale. Ik was aan het stressen, bro. Ik dacht van...
Okay, pause it here. So, now he said that he basically said he got like the adrenaline in the second half. He just said, you know what, I'll just jump on the pitch. He jumped on the pitch. And then basically he was just looking at the time, looking down. He was looking at the time. He said, 80 minutes, you know what, I'll just get to the end. But then the whole week leading to the second leg, he said he didn't train at all. That basically kind of gives you an idea of how much pain he was in. Or basically weren't ready to play that second leg, if that makes sense.
This is crazy. And this fucking manager allowed this.
My Dutch still good, you know.
Come on, man. You're a G, bro. I appreciate this, man.
But because you know what is weird? Like over time, the language changes a little bit. Like when you get away from it a little bit, you realize that you feel like people are speaking a bit different, but they're not. It's weird, man. But yeah, man, let's keep it going. Let's see what he's saying.
Man, it's polishing your Dutch back up. Big up to Draco in the chat as well. He can understand Dutch as well. Bless up, bro.
Dus ik had al zeg maar mijn enkel en toen raakte ik nog geblesseerd in die eerste wedstrijd. Dacht van, al bijna van, god, wat gebeurt hier, snap je?
Hoe praat je trainer dat moment met jou?
De trainer is gefocust op die wedstrijd. Dus hij vraagt wel elke dag hoe gaat het. Maar in zijn hoofd denkt hij van, oké, jullie hebben scan gemaakt. Ze zeggen het kan niet erger worden, maar hij ziet niet hoeveel pijn ik heb, snap je?
Ja.
Dus in zijn hoofd denkt hij, oké, je hoeft niet te trainen. Zorg gewoon dat je ready bent voor de wedstrijd. Ik heb ook letterlijk de hele week niet getraind.
Okay. Pause.
Big
Because
up
this is
Aaron
mad.
for the raid as well. Bless up Aaron, bro.
Big up Aaron every time. So what the guy asked him was your coach saying? Basically Arteta. So what has he been saying? He said, well, Arteta's focused on the game. On the upcoming game. He's basically said all he really does is ask me how I'm doing, and then basically tell me just basically not get ready, but basically keep yourself safe for the second leg kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of put him on cotton walls for the second leg. If you can put that in cotton walls. Does that make sense? He's basically just told him kept him on the side.
Basically don't do anything over strenuous.
Yeah.
We need you. We need you for the second leg.
But at this point, Lee, this guy's broken, innit? Does that make sense? There's no point of keeping him whatever. At this, he should be.
They said that they checked the scan and he said it can't get any worse than this. Big up Draco, bro.
Yeah. This is why they told him just go and get the surgery done, basically. This
is fucking crazy, mate. I'm so glad he's come out and said this. Because this ain't the first fucking player. There's loads. Let's carry on. There's about 6 more minutes left of content on.
Eerlijk, die trainer heeft nou echt gekke vertrouwen. Dat weet je hoe hard dat is. Van, hey broer, kan niet erger worden? Weet je wat? Maar jij moet spelen, broer. Jij moet spelen. Dus we gaan de hele week niet trainen. Wanneer was het? Woensdag ben je er gewoon bij.
Maar woensdag ben ik erbij.
Maar had jij geen ene moment van, hey trainer, ik kan echt niet spelen. Je moet me eruit halen, man.
Bro, heel eerlijk.
What did he say?
So he just asked him, because the other bit wasn't really important, because he basically said that that's so much trust from a manager to basically keep you so long because he knows he needs you, so he wants to play you. But that's not really important, because the other guy has asked him, why didn't he kind of basically tell the manager, you know what, I'm not fit to play? So now we're going to see the answer to that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, didn't you think the coach could say, coach, didn't you think, coach, I can't play to take me? Yeah, that's basically the same thing.
That's basically what he said.
Big up to you and Draco translating this.
Big up Draco, man. Yeah, if I say anything, if I miss anything, just sort me out in the comments. Fix my
this is good though, man. Listen, Dutch is very difficult to learn, man.
Because it's a mixture of German, English, and French. Okay. That's how Dutch is. Yeah, so there's elements of different of those languages in it.
And I can't even speak English, bro. So yeah, you're doing well. You're doing very well right now. We know 1,000 people locked in there. Make sure you sub to Yasser's channel. Shout your channel out, bro.
Yasser TV. You know what I mean?
Right, one of the mods get it. Right, DJ Craig, can you get his channel and I'll pin it, please? Or Tim's or someone. Somebody is a mod.
If you can't find it by searching it, if you go to Northside last, so if you go to Northside's last upload, it'll be in the title. I mean, his last live he just done earlier.
Love. Right, let's go, guys. Look at him. Like this guy is sitting there thinking,
you can tell he's a bit embarrassed. Yeah, he's trying to think of what he's gonna say. You know,
trying to say it in a polite way without it totally fucking the manager. Like, you know, Arteta's gonna cuss him as well and fine him a week's wages. Let's go. Man says it's Afrikaans as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it is. Dutch is very different. Same as Flemish, Belgium. Very different. Right, let's go. The auto translate isn't always right. That's why I didn't want to do it with the subtitles on. Let's go, guys.
Gezegd, dus de dag voor de wedstrijd hadden we een training, eindelijk training. Ik dacht, oké, laat me kijken hoe het is op het veld. Ik had 1 overlap, die maakte ik op Saka in training. En het was de onderkant van mijn voet me hield. Dus zeg maar, sprint is oké, want je sprint op je voorvoet.
Yeah.
Maar stoppen...
Remmen.
Bro, remmen...
Okay, pause. He's basically said there, in the training, he said the day before the match, he tried to do an overlap around Saka. He said sprinting was fine, but stopping was what killed him. Like he said, that was the most difficult thing. He struggled to stop. And obviously, you know, when you do an overlap, you kind of bend your body slightly, and he said that was also a bit difficult. But sprinting itself, he said, wasn't that hard. But that's where you put kind of the most stress on your ankles, isn't it? When you're on an angle. Yeah.
Wow, this is peak content, bro. I swear down. Yeah, this is the shit these top gooners have been hiding from us, guys. They've been hiding this. And I don't care if I get done for copyright on this, yeah? People need to realize, that this manager has done this to fucking loads of our players. Declan Rice playing with a toe injury, broken toe. Yeah. Ben White needed surgery in August. We played him until he was back in November. Then made out Ben White had been out all season. Nobody called it out. No, he played 15 games, mate. Yeah. Now he's fucked. Yeah, we've had this with so many players. Martinelli, Saka, loads of them. Yeah, 29, loads of these players. Let's go, guys. All right, big up to Staffy for the raid as well. Bless up to everyone locked in. Smash the likes up. This is golden. There are 1,000 people in there. We ain't even got 300 likes. We ain't even got 200. That's disgraceful, guys. Let's go, guys.
En lukt dus. Ik maakte een overlap, geef die bal en ik stop. En ik dacht van, ik ben klaar. Dus ik loop zeg maar terug naar mijn positie, maar echt mijn hoofd omlaag. Ik dacht van,
Look at his face.
Gaat hem die worden mogen. Trainer, gooi deze. Neem je tijd, we wachten. Zeg maar zo van, we wachten. Hij was serieus van, zorg dat jij weer goed bent voordat je in je positie bent. En letterlijk 4 minuten, iedereen kijkt naar me. Ik was aan het lopen, ik dacht van, ga echt mijn tijd pakken. Ik heb echt pijn, snap je? En toen ging er weer...
see, he done the overlap. And then he just said, when he went back to he basically needed to rest. Like he said, I had so much pain. This is crazy, bro.
This is fucking
unbelievable. Even the Dutch people, they are annoyed at all these Premier League managers and that.
Bro, this man's face, bro. I know he's laughing now, yeah, but bro, did you see the shook look on his face when he's explaining it?
Because you know, at first, if you look at him, it's almost like disgust, like shock that it happens when you were looking at him, and then even now, he's laughing, but it's more of shock.
Yeah,
because you don't expect these things to happen at those level of clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? This is where you have the backup players. This is where you have those players to come in when a player is not fit. So
facts.
Yeah.
Big up Draco as well. He said also that when he walked back, he couldn't even look at his teammates. He walked with his head down. Arteta said, take your time.
Yeah, that's why he said, take your time. Yeah.
And this 100%. Motherfucker still fucking played him in the next fucking game the day later, second leg of PSG. Yeah. This is what these fuckers don't tell you, bruv. They ain't copying. Boy, where's Ornstein? Where's Fabrizio? Copying and pasting the quotes. Yeah, where's all the top fucking accounts? Yeah, they ain't showing you this. They ain't telling you this. They want to hide this crap. Now, this is why we have this channel, bruv. Let's go. There's not much more left of this. He bounces after this, I think.
De trainer wist echt van ik had last, maar...
Fucking double unskippable, bruv. They think I'm a mutant. It's skippable, bruv.
Dus zeg maar... Het kon niet erger worden, snap je wat ik bedoel?
Ja, ik hoor je.
Nee, op het moment deed het gewoon pijn.
Je bent nou baas, maar iedereen weet ook van, JT heeft pijn. Laten we even timeren. Gewoon rustig wachten.
Ja. Maar dat is het moment ook. Maar zelfs dag daarna hadden we zeg maar op de wedstrijddag in Parijs. Zeg maar lopen doet gewoon pijn. Dat is het vervelende aan die blessure. Zeg maar, het was een kneuzing, maar je geeft het geen rust, want je loopt erop.
Ja.
Yeah, so he's basically saying that when he went to Paris, he even had pain when he was walking. He goes, the problem is you can't rest. Those injuries, you obviously can't. You're not resting because every time you walk, you're putting weight on it. You know what I mean? So
this is peak.
Yeah.
Trainer knew I had pain.
He said he couldn't get worse than this.
So he couldn't rest because I had to walk. Between you and Draco, man, this is great fucking translation, by the way. Thank you very much, lads. Appreciate it, man.
You know, there's at some point I'm forgetting I'm translating, so I'm just listening, yeah. But it's mad, yeah.
Big up to you, big up Draco as well. Bless up to both of you for translating this, and big up to everyone locked in, yeah. And we got the files later. I'm going to be here for another 2 hours until the Messi Estaval game kicks off, bruv. You might have a stinker and hook tweet to look at later, bruv. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, I'll be asleep, Lee. You know, I'll find out.
You're not watching Estaval. Don't worry, Don. Yeah, Don will watch Y Scout tomorrow and tell you everything that happened.
He doesn't have to anymore, bro. You can watch him play right now. You know what I mean? His life.
Bless. So I best big up to you guys in the chat, man. Let's carry on with this. Because there ain't much longer of this. When's he bounce? He bounces around 25 minutes. Yeah, there ain't much more.
Yeah, ain't much more. That's all right.
Yeah, about 28 minutes he bounces. Yeah, he's gone. About 27, 28 minutes. So yeah, let's go.
Dus de dag daarna in de ochtend hebben we altijd tactische activiteiten en zo. Omdat de wedstrijd duurt lang, voordat het avond is. Dus in de ochtend doen we altijd activiteiten. Een beetje tactisch plan. Een beetje voetvolley, een beetje basketbal. En toen dacht ik ook van, bro, vanavond moet ik tegen Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué. Ik dacht van, ik moet ready zijn. Maar ik tekst nog mijn brada's van, bro, doe nog steeds pijn. Zeiden ze van, check warming up en dan zien we hoe het voelt. Fischer zei hetzelfde. Van warming up.
Yeah, basically you were saying that they all basically done tactics and all that kind of stuff. But in his mind, he knew that obviously he's playing Dembele and them. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So he said something at the end, but I couldn't hear it.
Draco, did you hear the last bit? Did Draco hear the last bit? I've made you a mod as well, bro. I've blessed up for the help, man. I appreciate it because we need to hear
come
this.
on, no. Anytime, Lee, anytime.
Thinking about playing Dembele and then, man, I was panicking. Yeah, Yasser, you're already a mod anyway, but big up Draco as well. Yeah, I've made you a mod, Draco, yeah. But what was the last bit he said? He said that he texted his brothers about it, but I couldn't hear the rest. Okay, cool. Let me go back to, let me just skip it back a little bit, yeah?
Dembele, Doué. Ik dacht van, ik moet ready zijn. Maar ik tekst nog mijn brada's van, bro, doe nog steeds pijn. Zeiden ze van, check warming up en dan zien we hoe het voelt. Fischer zei hetzelfde. Van warming up, als het echt niet gaat, dan ga je eruit. Dus Champions League halve finale, snap je?
Okay. So basically what he said was, when he texted his brothers, he was saying he's still in pain. But then I think he said the physio told him, if you're still in pain, you might have to come up. You're not playing. Or you might have to come off. It's one of the two. You get it? If he is playing, he's going to be coming off, or he's not going to be playing. It's one of the two. Depending on the
he
context.
said something about the final, yeah? He said that he texted his brother, I had still pain. So after warming up, if still pain, he wouldn't play. Okay, yeah, come. So after warming up, if you're still in pain, then
yeah, after warming up. Yeah.
But he was in pain. So he ain't, bro, I swear he said he mentioned final as well, yeah? It's like one away from the final, something like that. He mentioned the word final, yeah? So obviously he wants to play. But this is where, yeah, he was still in pain, though. There you go. Did he say that, Draco? He was still in pain after the warm-up?
Yeah, he said he said he was still in pain. The thing is, you know what it is, Lee? At the same time, it's up to the player, innit? Like,
No, it's down to the manager, bro.
Yeah, it's also the manager, but it's up to you. Not everyone can see how bad you are. You only know your body. No one knows your body better than you.
Yeah, true.
So for that part of the aspect, if he knew that because sometimes you also affect you in your team. If you're not at 100%, how about you let someone come on that?
Down to the manager, because Wenger used to do the red zone thing, yeah? Right? The amount of times he'd bench Thierry Henry because he was touching red zone, yeah? And he'd be like, no, you ain't playing. Doesn't matter if you're the best player. You ain't playing. Yeah, you're touching red zone. I need you going forward. Right, later down the road. Yeah, and this is the difference between a top coach and a fucking bang average rookie. This guy don't give two fucks about their fucking career. He cares about keeping his career going, right? And he's run him into the ground. Yeah, they all knew he needed surgery. We've already established this because the Dutch national team have told him, yeah? Right? Yeah. The player always wants to play. Yeah, Martin Odegaard had the same thing. He played against you lot. He set Martinelli's goal up. Neto equalised. He should never have played that game, bro. He went to international duty a couple of days later. They said, no. What the fuck are you doing here? They did a scout. No. You're not fit to play football. How are you even playing? Go back home.
Yeah, they also don't want the responsibility. Because Lee, you know, with these national teams, the minute you get, let's say Odegaard played and then he came off injured. Do you know what Arsenal's going to do? They're going to say it's your fault.
Yep. So they sent him back.
And then the national team can't say, he was injured when he came in. But they're going to say, why are you playing him then? So they'll just send him back. You know, that's the safest thing to do. Just send him back.
But this is the thing, though, yeah? The player will want to play. But and let's be real, right? These football, both the clubs we support, Arsenal, Chelsea, right? And especially like top division teams here around Europe. Bro, they have the best fucking coaching staff, apparently. They have the best medical staff. Yeah, they can get a scan like that. Yeah, literally with top people. They have the best physios, so on and so forth. Yeah, this is where, right, he should be going, yo, you're not fit to play, bruv. I don't care. But he wants to play. Yeah, the coaching staff, the medical staff and the coaching staff said, yo, if you're in the warm-up, before kickoff, if it's still painful, you're not playing. but he's one game away from a final in a Champions League. He wants to play. And I hear that. I get that. Yeah. But that's where the manager should be looking at it and going, no. I need to win this game. We're already losing. Yeah, we need to beat them. Yeah, but now he can't because he's already fucked up Ben White earlier in the season. Yeah, and now he's nowhere near ready to play. So now who's he putting him right back? He had no option.
But then if you, because even if, let's say, Timber, instead of resting him for the game, this one, if he kept him, like, rested him all the way to the final, if he made it to the final, maybe then it'd be better to play in that final. Instead of fully ruining another year, depending on the type of injury you got, you don't know how long you can be out for. You know what I'm saying? So
let's see if he played the game in between. Who did we play in between?
Was it Bournemouth?
Maybe it was Arsenal fixtures.
I'm pretty sure it could be Bournemouth.
Yeah, it was. It was Bournemouth. You fucking know Arsenal better than me, bruv. Ben White played that
remember,
game.
you had some of the. Remember, because there was those games no one cared about.
Yeah, he said he didn't train. Yeah, he said he didn't train. You're right.
Yeah, but remember, there was Arsenal had all those games they didn't care about. Remember when that little run came at the end of the season, and I was guessing it was that one, but
no, it was Bournemouth. He said he didn't train. I should have known that. Let me see if he played after that PSG game, which was Liverpool 2-2. Ben White played that. Let's see if he played the one after that. Why does fucking Google always do this shit? Scroll back down. So after that was Newcastle. Ben White played that. Oh, almost like he weren't fit for purpose, lads, but we rushed him back. Yeah, played him through injury. Cost us a Champions League final or potential final. Yeah, played him through the injury, multiple injuries that he's blatantly telling us about. Couldn't walk, couldn't slow down. He was in pain just walking. Couldn't overlap. It was all right when he was running, but slowing down. Now he's up against Desiree Doué, Dembele, Barcola, Kvaratskhelia. This manager's a fucking scumbag, bruv.
Ik de hele tijd met mijn enkelblessure. Ik dacht van, ik ga pas einde van het seizoen de operatie doen, want ik heb last, maar ik moet dit spelen, snap je?
Ja.
Maar mijn voet dacht ik van, ik kan gewoon niet. Wat ga ik doen, snap je? Uiteindelijk, warming up. Adrenaline is het beste druk. Zeg je eerlijk, man.
Ja.
Drugs, zeg maar.
Je bent een mooi voorbeeld van...
So basically, he's basically saying that even on the warm-up, he knew that he had pain, but he said that when the adrenaline kicked in, he decided you just start not to feel for certain things, innit? So he just decided he'll play.
Yeah, which is where the manager needs to be a manager and say, no, bruv, come on. Yeah,
well, you'll do the best.
The fire in the eyes.
You do the right thing for the team as a manager in that point, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and this manager doesn't. And this is why we don't win anything, bro. Yeah, because Wenger wouldn't have played him. Wenger would never have played him, bruv. He would have put Thomas Partey at right back. This manager's put fucking Thomas Partey at right back. Yeah, and Partey was back for that leg.
Mm-hmm. But he was making him do long throws. He was doing long throws in the second leg. I didn't forget that. I remember seeing it and I was thinking, long throws.
We're fucked.
Ja, deze mentaliteit hadden we ook vroeger toch. Die van, bro, ik had pijn, maar ik bleef staan.
Ja, man. Door.
This guy's just busting jokes. He basically said this is like the old mentality, where you may have pain, but you still go through it.
These man's faces are saying it all, by the way.
Ja, gek, gruwelijk. Als je uiteindelijk nu naar hem kijkt, dan denk je van... dit is zeg maar een blessure dat mensen tegen jou gaan zeggen van... Bro, stel je niet aan. Nou, je hebt niks.
Look at his face.
Bij die scan zien we dit. Maar jij weet wat je voelt. Ja, klopt.
What did he say there?
Yeah, so he basically said those are the kind of injuries where people just tell you, yeah, it's fine, man, you'll get through it, but you don't know how difficult they are.
Maar lastig.
En dan ben ik aan het bidden overdag voor de wedstrijd en denk van, oké, komt goed. Snap je?
Heel mooi.
En net ook, ik was aan het bellen met eigenlijk, ik ben Blessa nu.
Look at their faces, bro.
Oh ja.
Maar ik was net met hun aan het bellen. Ik denk van, we zijn blessed, man. We zijn gezegend. We zijn dankbaar. Iedereen is blij. Mijn moeder is nu bij mijn broer ook op vakantie. Ik belde met haar vanmiddag. Ze was super blij. Dus uiteindelijk, we zijn geblesseerd. Maar aan de andere kant is hij ook echt...
Je zijn geblesseerd,
Yeah, he's basically saying that he said I was getting the injury. Like, I mean, he's getting the surgery anyway, so he just thought I'll just get through this and then we'll see if we'll make it, kind of thing, innit? So there's nothing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one of
bless
those,
me,
isn't it?
he's still injured. So I'm injured. So
Yeah,
fuck it,
bless.
might as well carry on.
Yeah.
Fucking this is peak, bruv. I'm so glad he has called this manager out.
Blessed.
Ja,
Ik zeg je eerlijk, hè, bro, je mag echt trots op jezelf zijn. Halve finale Champions League, ik kappen met mij. Real Madrid, klaren, ik
I don't think I can translate that bit for you still, Lee, because man telling you, he basically said, yeah, you should be proud of yourself. You reached the semi-finals of the Champions League. And
Oh,
you beat Real Madrid.
no. And look, even he's laughing. He's like, nah, bruv.
Yeah, basically he's picking him up for. He's trying to bring some like positivity.
To be fair,
that
there's
kind
an
of
argument. There's an argument to say he was our best player last season, him or Partey. He was brilliant.
Yeah, I think
from the entire season up until that point. When he came into the team in November, roughly, like fully kept the spot all the way through. He was brilliant.
Yeah, because I don't remember any. You know, I work with a lot of Arsenal fans. I speak to a lot of them. I don't remember anyone talking to me about Ben White. Because usually you'd get an idea of people saying, "Bring back Ben White." Does that make sense? You know how you get the whispers saying, "Oh, he's not playing good enough." But yeah, man, I think the presenter said you should be proud of yourself. But he played well. I think it's him and Partey, and this is why I kind of get a bit annoyed when I hear too much Declan Rice praise, because I feel like Partey in that midfield, we've seen that when he's not playing at right back. When he's playing at right back, how weak the midfield becomes. If you put Havertz in midfield, how weak the midfield becomes. And when he's been playing in there, is when we see your midfield solid. So
yeah, facts.
Now he's going for free. It's crazy, you know, dude. It's crazy,
bro.
and people are happy about it, which is strange.
Yeah, no, it's mad. It's mad. Look at his face. He's had enough, bro. This guy has just had enough. His facial expression says it all. It's like he can't believe what he's doing.
You don't know if he went to the. Remember, weed is legal in Holland. He could have. Oh, he had some.
Yeah,
he
might be
bears.
stoned, bro. He might be. Yeah, the guy. Don't talk to me about the gummies, bro. Okay.
Ja. Hallo, dat
wat voor gevoel heb jij aan dit seizoen?
Gek spelen.
Dubbel, omdat ik kom van kruisbandblessure. Heeft een van jullie kruisband gehad?
Yep.
Dus je weet hoe het voelt om terug te komen, zeg maar. Een soort pijn in je knie. Je denkt van,
ik ga je nog mooier zeggen, ik ben nooit teruggekomen, man.
Was het na je kruisband dat je nooit meer terug was gekomen?
Nee, ik ben nooit terug.
Hij was er, maar hij is niet teruggekomen.
Ja, ik heb die kruisband gecatcht en ik heb eigenlijk zo gezegd gewoon mijn voetbalschoenen opgehangen, man.
Oh, but so basically the guy with the dreads is saying that once he got injured, you know when you're injured on FIFA and you got the little cross that tells you you're injured.
Yeah.
He basically said mine stayed there forever. I took my football boots off it and just hung my boots. He's basically said I'm never coming back. I've never come back to football after that. But he's basically asked him what he thinks of the season. I don't know if he means the previous, like the season just gone, or what he thinks coming up, basically. But that's kind of what he's asked him.
Big up to Ragnar as well. Man said the fat guy, you know. He said he got injured and never came back. Big up to everyone translating this as well. Says something about an ACL that he had as well. Yo, bless up to everyone translating this. This is peak. I can't lie. Yeah, watch. Yeah, Arteta will fuck this guy over next season.
Ja. Nee, voor mij was het dubbel dat, zeg maar, ik denk dat ik een goed seizoen heb gedraaid. Vooral na een kleine blessure had ik niet verwacht zoveel te spelen. En
ja, ik weet het wel zeker hoor, dat jij een goed seizoen hebt gedraaid.
Ja. Dus, alleen, het is gewoon zonde dat je geen prijzen pakt dit seizoen. We hebben wel een team ervoor om wat te winnen.
Okay. Pause it here. So he's basically asked him about the season just got. He's basically said he felt like he had a good season, but it was a shame that he left with no trophies. Like he hasn't won anything.
My right back, bruv. That's how it should be. He did.
Well, I would have said my right back, but he's not. He doesn't start for Holland. You know what I mean? Dumfries.
Like Dumfries has actually been levels until the final, bruv.
Yeah.
And then he got chefed. Yeah,
you know what someone said in the comments earlier? They said the top gooners won't say. They will say he's his brother, because remember his brother Timber looks just like him.
Hey, his brother's actually really good as well. He plays midfield, isn't it?
DM. I think he's a DM.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, he plays in midfield. Yeah.
It's sick. Yeah, me and Matty watch that. So I thought I had a good season, but I still didn't win anything. I fucking love this shit. I love this shit, bruv.
Yeah.
Man said, anyway, you'll never be happy, Lee. At first, ain't the first nor the last one to play injured. No, the difference is, mate, we are the first club to have 3 grade 3 ACLs, hamstrings in one season, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about win me a trophy? Yeah, and I'll be happy. How about that? Yeah, you lot can chat shit all you like. Don't worry, we got the Agal files coming up after this, mate. Yeah. But bless up to Draco. Yeah, bless up to Yasser as well. This is nearly done as well. We've got a few minutes left. And big up for the translation, guys.
Ja, jullie zijn
Dat is het dubbele gevoel.
Nee, niet alleen. Zeg trainen om je brada ook even te kopen, man. Zeg, zo moet je praten met hem. Van, hey, ik heb nog een speler voor je. Hij lijkt op mij.
Hij lijkt op mij. Hij is beter dan ik, zeg maar. In die
He's basically told him, why didn't you just get your brother to play instead? He looks just like... Instead of you going in, just send your brother to play, bro.
That's actually funny. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have done that. At least he would have been fit to play.
He could. You know what? It's not even cheating. You'd have the name Timber on the back.
And they are identical twins as well.
Yeah.
That's actually peak. Yeah, his brother's sick. Yeah, me and Matty were like, yo, this boy is a baller.
En dan zeg je, hey broertje, rustig nu.
Dus als je er bent, zeg maar, dan verkoop je hem van, hij is nog... Broer, hij is beter dan mij.
Hij is beter dan ik, geloof me, trainer.
Heb je zo'n band met die trainer?
Ik kan wel gewoon met hem praten, alleen... Bro, het wordt sowieso een drukke zomer bij Arsenal. Maar veel spelers halen, denk ik, omdat vorig jaar, of afgelopen seizoen, we hebben zoveel blessures gehad en op een gegeven moment hadden we bijna geen spelers meer.
Ja.
Dus ik denk dat...
Yeah, basically he's saying you got many injuries. That's basically what he said. You got a lot of injuries in the squad. Because I think he asked him something about, do you speak with your manager or something? But he basically said, we've been busy because we've had many injuries. So kind of like, Arteta's been busy with all the injuries and that's been going on.
Arteta's caused them all.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know how like when a player is injured or you have multiple players injured, you see them going around like checking on all the players, having to know which player is injured, which one isn't, and whatever. So I think he's basically saying that's taken a lot of his time.
That's mad. He's expecting a big summer. I didn't realise we had so many Dutch in here. Come on, big up the Dutch, bruv. Expecting a big summer in terms of transfers because of the amount of injuries. Bruv, this guy's had enough and he's been here 2 years. He's been here 2 years and he has had a fucking enough, bruv. He's had an ACL. Yeah. Then he's played through injury this season. Not even trained. And the manager said, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, you've had a scan. You'll just get surgery at the end of this season. So he's going to get surgery soon. It's crazy work. He's had 2 surgeries. He's been here 2 years. Jesus has been here 3 years. He's had 4 surgeries. Martinelli's had surgery.
Yoli, because I'm in the car. I'm going to jump in the house quickly. I'll jump on my PC.
Yeah, love
Is that all right?
Love it. Yeah, there's only about 4 minutes left of this. Appreciate it, man. Yo, bless up to everyone locked in. I'm going to go for a piss while he's doing that. It's fucking hot in this gaff, bruv. Bless up to everyone locked in as well. Smash these likes up. Big up to everyone translating as well. Big up Yasser. Big up Draco. Yeah, big up Ragnar as well. Yeah, big up my man as well. Fucking, come on, bruv. I don't know how to pronounce that, bruv. Veld. JD Otherveld. Yeah, bless up. Big up to everyone. I didn't know there were so many Dutch that watch this. This is cool, though. What's the interview about? Exposing this manager for playing this guy injured for the 2 legs against PSG. He was injured in the warm-up as well. He couldn't overlap in training the day before the second leg. Yeah, he couldn't slow down. Felt pain constantly. Felt pain in the first leg at half-time. They put him back out there. This is crazy work. This is crazy work. Yeah, big up the podcast guys as well. Yeah, trust Draco. Big up the podcast guys because they're asking proper questions. Yeah, and this is the people that should be sitting in press conferences. These are the people that should be sitting in press conferences. I said, Mr. Worldwide. We are kind of worldwide, I can't lie. I big up Falu as well, man. Timber's watching. Well, hopefully he is, because real talk, him and Partey were our best players last season. Yeah, and the fact that, listen, I know he wanted to play that semi-final because he wanted to get to the final. But at the same time, that's where the manager has to interject and say, nah, bruv. You're not playing. This guy didn't train. And he's sitting there texting in his brothers, saying I'm up against Desiree Doué. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, I'm up against Dembele. I'm up against Bradley Barcola. It's like I can't even walk. Why ain't no Top Gooners put this out all over the internet? Why has David Ornstein not put this out? Why has Fabrizio not copied and pasted this? Why has he not shared it? Why has he not put all the quotes out? Why have no top accounts put these accounts out? Put this account out. Big up to the guys sat in the studio as well, yeah, because they have asked him some proper questions. Yeah, and big up to Yuri and Timber as well. Yeah, him and his brother are ballers. I can't lie. Yeah, can't lie. For me personally, yeah, Pissy Clayson, you lot are tapped. Me personally, yeah, we should be signing his brother as well, because his brother is our bad boy in midfield. Yeah, and he is a very, very good fucking right back, brother. I swear. I've not seen this guy get cooked by anyone. Yeah, until he got injured. Why couldn't we play Ben White? I'll tell you why, because Ben White needed surgery in August and he had surgery in November. Our manager, well, it's not my manager because I don't fucking want him. This is my manager. Big up Sleggers. Yeah, but at the same time, this manager sat in a press conference and said Ben White's not been available all season. Yes, he has. You started him. He played until Timber came back, off of the back of a fucking ACL. Yeah, and how many times, chat, did me, Matty, Ola, Northside, Kenny, Jez, DJB, Aaron, and anybody else that I've missed, yeah, Norms, Kyle, yeah, everybody. How many times have we sat there and said, yo, he's going to get injured before the end of the season? You can't keep playing somebody off an ACL that many times in that many intense games. How many times do we sit there and say Gabriel Magalhaes is going to get injured? How many times did I tell you guys, or we tell you guys, and you tell us as well, yeah? How many times did we all say it? Saka is never going to be the same player again. This guy has openly said in this interview he was playing on adrenaline in the first leg until 80 minutes. Then he was like, no, I've got to get off. And he was looking at the clock. Fucking hell, I'm like, no, I've got to get off. Got to get off the pitch. Got to get off the pitch. How many times did I tell you, yeah, adrenaline wears off? When a gal was on this channel, on an emergency meeting, what you saying now? He's scored against Everton off the bench, Bukayo Saka. Listen, I like Bukayo Saka. He ain't Ronaldinho, bruv, so stop putting up there. He's a great player. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. This manager's holding him back. Same as he's holding him back. Same as he's holding Odegaard back. And you know my thoughts on Odegaard. I do not rate him one bit. I think he's shit, bruv. I can't lie. Yeah, I've seen Paul Merson at my football club. Rocky Rocastle at my football club. Yeah, Bergkamp. Best player ever to play in the Premier League. Best player to play for my club. We've seen some ballers, you know. Cesc. Bruv. God, Freddie Ljungberg. I could name a name. But at the same time, Michael Thomas, another brother. This is what I'm saying. How many times do we sit here and people go, oh, you're just being negative just to get views? Brother, if I was sucking this club off every single day, and I know the club better than 90% of the twats that chat shit to me, yeah, I've been to way more games than most of these dickheads. Like, come on. I'd have 500,000 subs and be earning nearly 100 grand a month. I would, because I've got a personality. I know my club inside out. How many times did I sit there? Me and Matty, any of you that watched the pre-season games, yeah? Last pre-season, last summer, July. and we played Liverpool, and the goalkeeper kicked the ball out. I can't remember who headed it. Headed it down to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott, first time pass around the corner. Gabriel Magalhaes was fucked because Salah's cut across him. He's clean through. He scored. We sat there and we was like, yo, we're in the top 4 race, mate. Top 4 race. What was we in, guys? Oh, yeah, top 4 race. Interesting. How many times do we sit there and say, yo, Saka's not going to do it, mate? Oh, but you scored against Everton. What you saying now? Yeah, he's playing on adrenaline. No, you're just negative. You scored against Real Madrid. What you saying now? You said we'd lose to Madrid. Yeah, you said we'd win the league for the last 3 years, mate. How's that going? Now, Saka's got 1 goal in his last 13 games. Don't look the same player. Can't even run. Declan Rice playing with a broken toe. Ben White needing surgery for 4 months. Ain't looked the same player since he's come back, has he? Interesting. 29's dog shit anyway. Gabriel Magalhaes, surgery. Surgery for Martinelli since this manager's been here. Surgery for Jesus 4 times. Surgery for Timber twice. Surgery for Gabi Magalhaes. Surgery for Saka. These men have got scars left, right, and centre all over their body. Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing, bruv. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, now adding the fact, yeah, that he's bought a fucking fuck ton of left backs, stroke centre backs to play left back. In fact, he got at his ACL playing at left back against Nottingham Forest, first game of the season before the one that's just ended. And guess what happened in that game? He went down injured, yeah, and we were all baffed he came back on in the second half. What happened? ACL. Watch the watch along, guys. I said, why the fuck is he coming back out for the second half? He brought him to play left back. I swear he brought him to play left back. Go and watch the watch along. Go to half time, just before half time, or the start of the second half. We were all sat on that watch along and we was like, why the fuck you and Timber coming back out for the second half? Why? Sorry, Yasser, brother. I didn't see you.
No,
Sorry,
no,
brother.
okay, it's okay.
Now, bless up, brother. I need to piss though, real quick, yeah. So I'll let you.
Yeah, make sure you're hitting the like.
Right, big up Jezza as well, man. Big up Jezza. DJ Crane's pinned your channel as well, so make sure he's subbing to him as well because he's translating the Dutch along with Draco, yeah, along with a few others in the chat as well. Come on, yeah, I didn't realize there was so many Dutch in here, but at the same time, yeah, I swear to God, yeah, me and Matty have predicted 80% of what was going to happen this season just gone in July. We told you to get bare injuries. We told you we ain't winning shit. We told you in the top 4 race. We told you Saka ain't going to be the same player again. 1 goal in 13, can't even be asked to run anymore. My man was telling you, crying out, telling you, pitch side against Bournemouth away. The woman asked him, oh yeah, you know, weren't the great blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, the manager wants me to defend. I liked it. She said, you want to go, surely you want to go. Yeah, but the manager wants me to defend more. Martinelli running back like 100 meter sprint. Aubameyang playing left fucking wing back under this cunt. Yeah, I have fucking had it up to here with this manager, bro. Yeah, and these players have had it up to here. And I swear down, yeah, the fact that this guy has come out and said it. Bless you, Yuri and Simba. Bless you 100%, my friend. Yeah. Bless you very fucking, thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate you, bruv, because you were one of our best 2 players last season. You and Thomas Partey, best 2 players at the club last season. Yeah, and do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, he was fucked for them 2 games against PSG. And so was Bukayo Saka on the same fucking side. Yeah, so how were we ever going to beat him? It's bullshit, bruv. Yeah, anyone who's half decent in this football club, get your agents, get you out of the club. Go and play somewhere else. Go and fucking get away from this manager. He is the enemy of football. He's a talent killer. Yeah. And he's a narcissistic piece of shit. Get away from him. Fuck the money. Yeah. These men are all on top dollar. Bro, you're telling me these men can't get some decent money. Yeah. I don't know. He's on what? 90 grand a week. 90 grand a week. Brother, leave. Go somewhere else. You'll still get 50, bro. 50 is cool. You won't be running to the ground, mate. Yeah, you won't be running to the ground, brother. Real talk. I am sick of these people. Sorry, Yasser, I'm going to piss real quick. Yeah, I'll be listening on my phone, yeah?
Yeah, no worries. Make sure you're hitting the likes, people, man. There's only 300 likes. So make sure you're hitting the likes. And yeah, man, this is not something that man said you did all the time. But yeah, it's always nice to hear, obviously, players, the things you don't actually, like behind the scenes stuff, innit? We're privy to hear a lot of these other things, or the things that they want you to hear, but sometimes it's nice to actually hear from a player's perspective. And there's a lot that usually goes on that we don't know about. So yeah, man. Big up Jess in the chat. Big up Lauren as well. If you need any translating, you know who to hit up. You know the you know the words. I swear Arteta will be remembered as King Von. That's crazy. I can speak Arabic, English, and Dutch. Yeah, the Dutch people rate Van der Ven. Yes, we just hated Ange because he didn't know how to use him properly. So he just always injured him in it because he played him on this high line, and it's not right. I can understand like Norwegian and Swedish a little bit, but that's only because I used to go there all the time. I lived in Rotterdam for most of my life, Ragnar. Nah, Sven Botman, we don't really see him play for the national team a lot. But we got so much centre backs. Yeah, we got so much centre backs in Holland. So I think the pairing that we liked recently was the Ligt and Van Dijk pairing. We also had the Fry and Van Dijk pairing as well. That worked a lot for us. What did someone say earlier? Förstår du svenska? Yes. To a certain level, innit? Because I've been going Sweden since I was 3, so I kind of understand. Yeah, Tilburg. Yeah, I know where Tilburg is. Yeah. How do you say trust the process in Arabic? What type of Arabic? Bro, Somalis don't speak Arabic. That's their own language. So I'm from Sudan, but I speak the Arabic everyone can understand. Oh yeah, so basically the reason I'm that white is because the light is right here, and it's set up for my green screen on OBS. So whenever I use StreamYard, because we don't set up the whole thing, is weird. It does this thing where it makes me white. But I think if I move away, like if I will go back, it kind of goes to normal. But I'm here to translate, not model, innit? So it's what it is, man. Big up Ozzy, man. Hope you're doing well, my bro. Yeah, free Sudan as well. So I'm half innit? Half Sudan, half Eritrea. Frank is on like 500k a week. Yeah, that's Barcelona's problem. You know what I'm saying? Barca's problem. What does that say? Yeah, Michelle, I read that still. Man said still. Man said trust the process in Arabic, you know. But I think you got that from Google. Because that doesn't sound like something I've heard like before. Yo, big up Views, man. Mr. Views, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm not controlling, mate. I'm translating. Yeah, so Gravenberch was. Someone asked me earlier what I think of Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay was supposed to be our, I don't know, João Felix, or like at first when he first came in, if I remember, he used to do that thing where he'd run, cut in, run across the box, and then just shoot. And people used to say, "Yo, he might be the next Ronaldo." I remember that. And then he's a great example of someone who left the Dutch league like a year too early, innit? You know, when you go to one of the big teams like a year too early, he's one of them. Oh, I loved Van der Wiel when I was young. He was the right back. You know what I'm saying? I remember, even though I don't support Ajax, I used to support Feyenoord. So, but if you look at it from the national team, yeah, he was a good right back for us. Yeah, Xavi Simons is a bit on and off. He's a bit overrated, to be fair. Have you heard of Anwar Mabir? Nah. Van Gaal was good, man. You know what it is, Draco? Koeman was good, but then he decided to leave to go Barca, just as everything looked good. And then when he came back, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
When he came back, he was a multi-billionaire, bro. He couldn't be bothered anymore.
No, you know what it is. Koeman.
Koeman was a bad boy footballer as well.
Because you know what it is with Roman Koeman? When he left to go Barca to manage, he was one of those the grass ain't green on the other side. You know, everything's working. You don't have to leave. And it was that first. Remember the first year of the Nation League when Portugal won it? We got to the final. We beat England and everyone, and we finally started playing good football. We had like a couple. We had all the good players because remember all the midfielders and everyone was good. Yeah, you thought, you know what? We're finally back. We might be able to win a trophy, and then he decided to leave. But then obviously Van Gaal saved us because he just knows how to, especially in tournaments, he just knows how to get the results in it. Even when he got that Crow guy to go and goal, yeah, to save the penalties. You know what I mean? When Sarri tried to do that,
when he did the sub, yeah, off the bench.
Yeah. But when Sarri tried to do that with Kepa,
man was like, "Yo, I ain't coming off, bruv. You can hold that. Fuck you, I ain't coming off. Piss off.
Yeah,
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on."
Yeah, this is why it's important as well for players to, when you leave the club you're at, especially from Dutch leagues and wherever, you need to choose the right team to go to. It's not just about going to Arsenal because I like the badge, or to Chelsea because I like the badge, or wherever it is. Because they might not even play in a way that suits you, or the manager might.
Yeah, but this is the problem though, bro. Yeah, because they get... Do you know what it is? Yeah? I say this about La Liga all the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it right now because I want to carry on with this.
Yeah.
Right? But bro, these players in other leagues, the Dutch league, the French league, the Spanish, Italian leagues, bro, they break into the team. They're on peanuts, bro. They're on 12 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand a week. Yeah. Then, if they're any good, yeah, they get a contract, a new one. So they'll go up to about 30 grand a week. Now, what happens is a club from England comes in from like our two clubs and go, "Yo, it's 100 grand a week." They go, "Yo, see you later."
Arsenal just love tripling people's wages.
Bro, Kivior was on 2,100 euros a week, bruv. We put him on £58,000 a week.
Yeah, you know he was.
How is that even possible?
I remember when I sent that, I forgot what it's called, that cap whatever that website is with all the wages. I sent that to Rashid. He was on stream one day and I sent it to him and he was so shocked. Every time he looked at a player.
People don't share this. I'm the only one that shares this shit.
Even the other day, Troop's done the stream with on his own, and then I sent him that thing I sent you with the PSR thing, and then he was shocked. He was like, "So what do you mean? What's 97 million?"
That's how much we can spend for wages and fee.
And he was like, "Is that before or after Zubimendi?"
Why Troops is funny. But this is what I'm saying. Funny. This is why the 1st of July thing. So the 2022-23 season is going to drop off because it's a 3-year cycle.
Yeah.
So the 22-23 season, that drops off the books for PSR.
Yeah.
Yeah, an
We just
FFP.
couldn't explain it to him because he's in the chat, and in the chat you can only put limited characters.
Yeah,
as
yeah. And then when the chat's going and your vibes in and like you
Yeah,
just
yeah, you
fucking,
try your-
I ain't even pinned hardly any comments because I'm just like boom, 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 boom.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
But
this is the thing: when you share shit on screen, it becomes reality. Otherwise, it's just Lee Gunner chatting shit, or Troops chatting shit, or you chatting shit, or anybody chatting shit. When you actually share it, they're like, "Yo, I never knew that." And this is why I always share the screen. Yeah, because these men know I don't lie. You know, some
Yeah,
people that are new to the channel or watching and just think I'm a cunt. Cool, I couldn't care less, bruv. I know I'm right. Yeah, I genuinely couldn't care less. Yeah, couldn't care less. I know I'm right. How is Zinchenko on 20 grand a week at Man City and signs for Arsenal when we put him on 150? Why aren't we putting him on 50? 40? How is Jesus on 90? We put him on 265. You know, we owe £99.5 million to 29 and Jesus if they go the length of their contracts, right?
yeah.
That includes this season, just ended, by the way, to be fair.
If you look at every year, if you look at
But then
how
add the
them
fee
funds
in.
are
We've done
contracted.
over 230 million quid on them two players if they stay for the length of their contracts and leave for nothing. 230 M's for them two players. Yeah, but don't worry, he knows exactly what we need. How is Kivior on 2 grand? We put him on 58. How is Calafiori on 12 grand a week? And then he goes up to 120 straight away. Why? Because we're shit, bruv.
But this
So
is why
now
I
we
don't
have
like
to
when people
overpay.
sorry, Lee, but this is why I always get annoyed when people start saying, why can this club spend and why can that club spend? Because you don't actually know the real problems at maybe your club, or even, let's say, I don't know what's going on at my club. When you start doing content, like I've just started doing it recently, you have to start deep diving because you need to know what you're talking about. Yes, because remember, there's a fan perspective, but there's also, when you start doing content and you start explaining things to people, you kind of need to know what you're talking about. It's not the same as talking to your mates. You know what I mean? So you start looking into things and you start realizing the issue of Arsenal not being able to sell players for good prices or even sell players. This season you have an example of someone like Thomas Partey, who, if you say that he's performed or he's been one of your best players or the best player of your season,
He's been our
then
best
you would say
midfielder.
he's supposed to be at his, well, I know his age is something else, but he's supposed to be, you know what, you can get the most money out of him if you sell him. You get it? If you have to get rid of him this season, sell him for 50 million or something.
We can't. He's leaving for free.
But he's going to end up leaving for free. But
Exactly.
This is the point. And that's why that thing only has 97 million pounds on it. Because if you look at all the other players that have left, and I think we have 300, Brighton have 300, City have 300.
Yeah, 300, yeah.
And they've probably just spent that this season, but this is why they can spend.
But now what's going to happen is you're going to go and sell about 30 fucking academy graduates that nobody's ever heard of. You're going to get about 120 million back in.
Yeah.
So now the 300 you're going to spend is now only 180.
Yeah. Because you can only lose 100 million, right? Over the 3 years or something.
105, yeah.
Okay, so the way some people are looking at it, they're minusing 100 million from the 97 because you can still go in the red, but you don't want to be in the red. That's the whole point. And there's some clubs that want to be above the green, like the green at all times.
Brighton,
so they might try to.
Shit.
So not even on the other side of the green, just above the PSR. So they don't even want to spend in the first place. Does that make sense? They don't want to spend the money because in general they just want to be in the green.
No, so, Brighton are the perfect club for that, bro. They've never won a major honor in their history. Yeah, they buy a load of kids up from fucking South America for £2 million.
Yeah,
and then go and sell them out for 100 mil. Yeah, and it's like, why aren't we going to get them? Like when they sold you Caicedo, and he's a baller, by the way. Yeah, when they sold you Caicedo, why didn't Arsenal go and get the player that they've replaced him with? Because ultimately,
we did that.
Good.
We did that with the Calafiori. Remember the Calafiori? When you got Calafiori, we got the guy who replaced him, which is that Vega guy. We got him for way cheaper, and apparently he was better than him. So
then you loaned him to Juve and got a fee. I'll give you an example about your club as well. Yeah, right, Kepa. Right, you loaned Kepa to Real Madrid for €1 million for the whole season. He ended up being third choice goalkeeper. He went in as second choice. He ended up third choice. He's shit.
Yeah.
You then loaned him to Brighton and charged them fucking 3.8 million.
Bournemouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bournemouth, sorry.
Yeah.
3.8. Why couldn't you bully Madrid, but you could bully Bournemouth? Why? Because Bournemouth were desperate, bruv. Real Madrid would go, bollocks, we ain't paying it. Yeah? And
But you know the
okay,
negative.
cool, you can have him. Do you know that's less than £1 million you loaned him there?
The waving
you
at,
got
yeah,
those
this is what I'm
wages.
saying. I forgot the other day. Sam mentioned that Kepa was at Madrid. That's how much I forgot about him. So
Look at
when
this.
he
Viega 13 mil, then loaned him for half of that, for half a season for 5 mil. Now you're going to go and sell him, right? Lukaku, you loaned him for fucking 20 million loan fee. Yeah, then loaned him for another 8 million loan fee, then sold him for fucking 30 million or 20 million euros. So you got half your money back on what you bought him for. Yeah, and it's like, bro, I swear, my club is tapped. We ain't got no academy players we can sell. Amari Hutchinson, you got him for free. You sold him for £24 million. That's pure profit. Pure profit, bro. Yeah, now he's at Ipswich. They've been relegated. So where's he going next? And some club will pay 30, 40 million for him. Yeah, this is why I get the Man City are the same. And this is why when people want to sit there and chat shit, oh, Man City and Chelsea, oh, they're ruining this, they're ruining the market. No. They have an academy with a conveyor belt of player.
But Lee, they're doing. Some teams are trying to do both. Like this, I think that's kind of what my team's doing, but they kind of messing it up. But it's like they want to do the whole buying and selling that brings them the money, almost like a side business. You know, you buy the player, you sell him, and whatever, and then you also have what the team you have, and then you know if you end up selling a player from there, that you make money from it. Right now, it's not looking like that at all, but you get the idea of what they're trying to do. So they have done it with the guy, the Hutchinson guy. The kind of weird one is Kepa went to Bournemouth. They could have bought him for 5 million. They decided not to and go and get Kelleher, right? This is where it's really weird, Kili, yeah? And then we end up selling him to you for 5 million. But then guess what? That could have potentially helped us get a better goalkeeper. Because if we ended up getting Manyan, you could have gotten a Manyan if you needed. Did you get the point? Saying. So there are better players out there, but it seems to be
we always fund you at Man City and Man United. We always do it. When we bought Jesus and Zinchenko, bro, we gave them what? 80 odd million pound. Obviously, we didn't pay it all up front. We're still paying for it. Right? Yeah. They went and bought Haaland. Then they've done a treble first season. What did we do? Bottled an 8-point lead. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, when we give Man United Van Persie. Then when we're giving you 60 M's, yeah, for fucking my man, 29, and Man United again, yo, here's 50 for fucking Mason Mount.
When I saw that, I was like, sell.
Bro, but this is the thing. Even now, Roman's not there. Yeah, even Roman's not there. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Kelleher did go to Brentford, to be fair. Yeah, but either way, they all begin with B, bruv. Yeah, but
Brentford, that's it. Yeah.
Either way, yeah. Why didn't we go and get Kelleher? 18 million. He's a good goalkeeper, man. He could fight with Raya. Yeah. Why didn't we go and sign John Garcia? He's a bad boy goalkeeper.
Lee, you can tell because look at Liverpool. He covered not most of the games, but he played during this league-winning season. Can you trust Kepa to be in your team next season if Raya goes down? You can't. So he was a goalkeeper that held it down while Alisson was injured. So
and the only game he fucked up in was Newcastle. He gifted him a goal against Newcastle.
Yeah, he flopped.
The only game he fucked up in. Yeah, and he thought he was slick and he fucked up. Other than that, he was unbelievable.
Flopped once.
Let's get the rest of this interview. Let's get the rest of this.
Yeah, let's do the rest.
Anyone who's just joined, this is in Dutch. Yasser can speak Dutch. Pinned comment, guys, is his channel, so make sure you sub to him proper, Chels. But this guy here has absolutely exposed this fucking fraud manager. Big up Draco in the chat as well for helping translate as well. Yeah. So we're going to continue with this. There's
just before you go, Lee, just before you go, for the people that are joining now, you can go back to see the previous translation, or in terms of we've already done a bit of it. I just had to jump back in to do the rest, and this is why Lee paused the stream. We're just going to basically see if we can translate the rest.
Facts.
Make sure you hit the likes. Come on.
and he's absolutely exposed this manager. Yeah, absolutely exposed. So rewind this stream from about 2 minutes in.
Dat ze gewoon sowieso voor in de diepte van de selectie willen ze sowieso spelers halen. Alleen wat en hoe precies heb ik het niet met de trainer over.
Nee, ik hoor je.
Maar zou wel, ik zeg je eerlijk, jullie moeten wel even... Want jullie zijn nu 23.
23, ja, bijna 24.
Oh.
Yeah, he said there's only a 23-man squad.
Look at his face as well.
You even heard the guy say, "Ooh."
Yeah. 23-man squad.
23-man squad. Yeah.
I prefer not to speak, guys.
They need depth. That's what he said. Yeah, Draco. Basically,
You need depth. You need depth, and we've only got a 23-man squad. This is crazy.
Ja, bro, als je naar hun carrière kijkt, lijkt alsof jullie al boven de Chawas zijn, man.
Ja,
bro.
man.
Bro, jullie hebben nog een lange carrière, weet je. Dus het zou echt gek zijn als jullie op hoog niveau...
Samen met elkaar spelen.
Gewoon samen. Nederlands elftal is leuk, maar gewoon 1 seizoen of meerdere seizoenen gewoon in 1 team op hoog niveau. Broeia.
Ja, er is nog tijd voor.
So basically what he said is he would like to see him and his brother play at a higher level together in one team, one day, basically.
I said a higher level, you know. They don't rate the Asna.
No, he said the high level, not necessarily a higher level. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I'm joking.
No.
He said he wants to see him play. I was joking. I big up Matty, bro. We tried to tell him, Matty, I swear down, yeah. Bless up Yasser, bless up Draco, and bless up everybody else that's helped translate this along the way, yeah? Right? Because this guy, and I'll probably get done for copyright, I genuinely don't care. Yeah, because there's 1,225 people watching this. Yeah, this guy has absolutely destroyed any fucking bullshit this manager ever comes out about injuries. Yeah, anything that this manager chats shit about. This guy didn't train. He told him he can't fucking walk. Yeah, he told him at half time in the first leg. Yeah, he told him in the second leg warm up. Yeah, he told him in training he tried to overlap Saka in training the day before the game after he hadn't trained all week. Yeah, and guess what? He didn't play again. Yeah, after the second leg, Ben White did. Why? Because the Dutch national team told him he needed surgery. So why the fuck did you play him? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because you ruined Ben White's season as well, mate. Yeah, these men are in group chats. He even said that he texted his brothers, yeah, and said, yo, I'm still in pain. I've got to come up against Doué, Barcola, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and I'm still in pain. Bruv, this manager's still fucking playing him. Yeah, this manager is a scumbag, mate. The quicker he leaves my club, fucking better, please. Somebody wipe him out.
Oh, bro.
Ja, zeker. En jullie kunnen het.
Tegen elkaar was ook wel leuk. Vrije actie.
Ja, was ook een mooie tijd.
Was een hele mooie tijd.
Ja.
Nee, maar met alle...
Ik heb het gevoel dat dat bij hun in Engeland...
Je ziet ook, jij hebt het ook, hè. Jullie hebben een blessing, een gave... Dat het maakt niet uit hoe lang je eruit gaat. Je komt bakken en je laat gelijk zien van... Weet je wie ik ben?
Ja.
Jij hebt dat, maar je brada heeft die ook.
Ja, klopt, man.
Heb je ook, ja.
Pause it. So basically what he's saying is... he first said that he also likes when he plays against his brother, which they used to do back in Holland when they played the Ajax PSV. But now basically what he's saying is the guy told him that he likes the fact that even when he's out for a while, when he comes back at a high level. But you kind of know that he's back. He basically said that when you come back, it's like you tell everyone you're back kind of thing in terms of the way he plays. And you kind of get the idea, you know, okay, cool, Timber's back. Do you know what I mean? Everyone waits for Timber to come back. That's the thing what he said.
Yeah, that's class. Bless up to all the Dutch in the chat. Big up to this idiot as well. Who's shouting this dude's cereals? Is he really a fan? Bruv, the fact that you wrote that tells me you're American. So what American sports teams do you support? Because Matty's in the chat, mate, and he'll put you in the bin. I've been to over 500 live games, mate, all around Europe. Ostersund away, was you there? Bate Borisov away, was you there? Newcastle away, Swansea away. No?
You know you do to these
FA
people,
Cup finals, was you
just
there?
ban them, you know?
No, I don't ban them. I don't ban them, bro.
You don't ban
we
them.
call these dickheads out, and then they expose themselves and apologise.
Oh, okay.
So
he
the way
converts.
he's written that, who's chatting this dude's cereals? Is he really a fan? Cool. Tell me what American sports teams you support, because you're definitely American. I didn't go buying away. Fuck that. I knew what was about to happen, bruv. I went Atleti away though.
It's crazy because I watched all of those interviews back in the day.
Bro, I swear down. They're getting pammed at Anfield, getting pammed at City every week. Was you there, mate? Freezing cold in the rain, getting home at 5 a.m. after we lost to Swansea. Was you there? Oh, you weren't there. Am I really a fan? Bruv, tell me what American sports teams you support, please. Oh no, you lost your mouth. Cat got your tongue. That's what I'm saying. These man chat shit, bruv. They chat absolutely. Yeah, Stoke away. We lost 1-0. I was there. Most coldest stadium I've ever been in. I was -15 in Ostersund. Stoke is colder. Yeah. Man City. Yeah. Aguero. League Cup final. Was you there? Oh, you weren't. Oh, you weren't there. Michael Owen 2001 Cup final in Cardiff. Was you? Oh, you weren't there. Oh, you weren't there. Shut up, mate.
Someone said his mom took away his iPad.
Yeah, he's not allowed screen time. It's a school night, isn't it?
So let me comment. Night. So what are you saying?
He wasn't there, lads. So let me comment. Well, comment then. Instead of writing, so let me comment. Was you at Bolton away? Yeah, getting chased off the fucking train by a load of fucking firm. Was you there? No, you weren't, bruv. Yeah, so how about you tell me, innit? Tell me what American sports teams you support, you dickhead. Yeah, fucking these people chat shit. Ostersund away, -15, bruv. Hold that. If you don't believe me, it's on my Insta.
Lee, I know
it's
about
on my
Norway.
Insta, bruv.
I know about Norway.
Go on AFTV. Go on AFTV. Yeah, and search Lee Gunner. Yeah, interview Ostersund. Go and search Barty. Yeah, go and search Atleti. Go and search all these fucking places. Swansea, everywhere, bruv. He's got a Yankees hat on, talking about standards, knowing they don't settle for anything less than trophies. Most titles in the NBA history. Thank you, Matty. That's why I love you, bruv. Man's got the Yankees hat on. He's chatting to me. Am I really a fan? Alright, we'll play this clip just to fuck him up. Yeah, this is your manager getting cussed out by a proper manager, bruv.
Mikel Arteta.
That's supposed to be my ex-manager, bro.
Mikel Arteta. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he's already dead now. F him, bruv. These men want to come and chat to me. I'm the king of YouTube, bruv. Hold that. You want to come for the king? Hold that. Yeah, you better come correct. Yeah, the way he wrote that, I knew he was American. Bro, I've been doing this a long time, you know. Yeah, most of the time I can guess most ages as well. Yeah, as soon as somebody writes certain things, I'm like, I guarantee you're under 25. They go, yeah, I'm 19. Well, shut your mouth then. You didn't see it, bruv. Was you there when we beat Middlesbrough 5-3 to equal Nottingham Forest 42 games unbeaten at Highbury? Oh, you weren't there. Sorry, my bad. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, was you there at the 2017 FA Cup final when we beat Conte's Chelsea, record-breaking Chelsea? Oh, you weren't there. Sorry, my bad. Was you there when we lost in 18? Yeah, Mustafi had a fucking brain fart. Yeah, and Aguero chips our goalkeeper. Lost the League Cup final. Oh, you weren't there. 4 days later, was you there when it was fucking ice cold, snow everywhere, 20,000 people in the ground? And when we played Man City again, and 10,000 people walked out as soon as they scored the second goal. Oh, you weren't there. Shut your mouth, bruv.
How about that? Commented. He said the king of rage bait gets rage baited.
King of rage. See, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is why I cuss these dickheads. Yeah, right. That's why I cuss them. Yes, yeah, right. Yeah. You want to call me out? You ain't testing me on my knowledge of my football club. Yeah, you've never been, which is cool, but don't be a dickhead. Now, I've asked him a question. What American sports teams should support? He's posted back twice. He ain't even answered, bruv. Because Matty's already finished him. Shut your mouth, bruv. Yeah, how about Matty, what's the local football team where he's from? Local soccer team. Soccer. What's the local soccer team? Why don't you go and support them, bruv, and leave my club alone? How about that? Yeah, how about that? How about that? I could ask this geezer basic Arsenal history and he wouldn't have a fucking clue. And you're telling me I'm not a fan. Not a fan, man. Man said rattled. We have rattled him, bruv. We have rattled him. Yeah, because this is what we do with these people. You have to expose their bullshit, bruv. Yeah, the fact that there is American Tottenham fans tells you that most Americans are thick as shit. Real talk. Yeah, that's not a diss to all Americans, by the way, but most people on the planet are thick as shit. The fact that anyone supports Tottenham that don't live in Tottenham or got passed it down from generation to generation tells you people are retards, bruv. Yeah, and I can carry on, bro. I can make the whole show about you if I want. This is my channel, and I'm the star, and you waited 5 minutes to fucking comment. So if you want to chat shit, we can chat shit, bruv. Yeah, you ain't testing me on nothing about my football club. You don't know nothing about my club, bruv. Yeah, and people like you are the single biggest fucking problem as to why this club is fucked. Yeah, so you stick to your New York Yankees, yeah, and cry about the manager, get him sacked, cry about the players that you want to leave him, and leave me to deal with Arsenal, yeah? How about that? Yeah, how about that? Because you've got standards for the Yankees, but you ain't got standards for the club you've latched onto from about 10,000 miles away. And you want to chat to people that have lived it, seen it, live. Shut up. How about that?
Oh,
Mic drop. No, fuck these. Yes, I swear down, these people need to get fucked off out of my club. The day this geezer leaves this football club, hopefully they all fuck off with him, yeah, to Cadiz, yeah, in Segunda Division. How about that? Yeah, in fact, Cadiz probably won't even employ him. Maybe, I don't know, maybe fucking Marbella. Oh, actually, Casemiro owns that club, so he's got standards, bruv. So maybe even Marbella FC.
Even if the manager's gone, isn't he? So it's not like even they're getting.
Maybe you can go back to fucking Sociedad.
Yeah, but Lee, imagine if he wins a trophy before Arteta. That's another one he could add to the list.
You know, he won't go Elche, bruv. Elche got a sick manager. He just got promoted. Yeah, he just got promoted. Yeah, first season in the job, promoted to like La Liga. Yeah, he can't go to Oviedo. Manager's been there since the 26th of March, promoted to La Liga. Santi Cazorla FC. Yeah, maybe El Densey. Maybe El Densey.
He said screams Valencia.
No, it's bullshit, bruv. These people need to get put in the bin, yeah, because there's millions of these fuckers that have latched onto our club, yeah, and they chat absolute bollocks. You're so negative. Are you even a fan? Cool. Just say the same about Madrid, about their fans. Oh, but they're different. They're Madrid. Anyone can win at Madrid. Cool. How comes Pellegrini got sacked on 96 points, didn't win nothing then? How about Camacho got sacked, didn't win nothing? Lopetegui got sacked in 14 games, 16 games. Yeah, how comes fat Spanish waiter Rafa Benitez got sacked in 23 games? Since Arsenal have last won a league title, Real Madrid have sacked 10 fucking managers. In fact, now 11. Now 11 since Arsenal last won the league. And look how much they've won in the last fucking 21 years. Hold that. Don't chat to me about football, bruv. You're finished. Yeah, you stick to the Yankees and I'll stick to Arsenal and raising the standards. I think he's finished, bruv, because he ain't in the chat anymore. Shock. Anyone else want it? Because I've got about another hour until FC Miami put Esteval in the bin. So we're good.
None of that, Lee. None of that.
I knew it.
So Lee's beefing a kid. You know, they're going to start saying...
Yeah, they're beefing a kid. Yeah, guess what? Yeah, you know when you say... You know this because you do YouTube, yeah?
Yeah.
You know when you set up the stream, it says, is this stream or video made for kids?
Yeah, I know.
You always tick no, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So fuck him. You want to chat shit? You're getting chat. You'll get it back, bruv. Yeah, and I can do it better than anyone. Yeah, so you can hold that. Yeah, he ain't come back. Matty's finished him. Bless up, Matty. I love you, bruv.
You had to put fish emojis. You know?
Yeah, bro. Maybe go fishing. Bruv. Yeah, try and find a stickleback.
Yeah, man. This is...
Big up Chic TV for the raid as well.
Yeah, big up Chic, man.
Do you know what I love about this channel? This particular channel?
Yeah.
The amount of people that gets rattled, bruv, is crazy. Yeah, and they ain't gonna do fuck all about it. They're gonna cry in the comment section, and if I decide I want to ruin them, I ruin them.
No, you know what? I got.
They're gonna do shit. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
You know what? I got a couple of times where I've seen a clip doing the rounds on Twitter or something, and I'll just see someone completely lose their head in the comments, and then I'll say something like, "Well, Lee explained this, and that in the stream." And then they'll be like, And then some of them are actually, they got, like, it's weird because the clip basically done what it's supposed to. It got to them, right? The person done the clip. So what we get afterwards is some people are nice enough to say, you know what, I'll go and see the stream, but can you put the link in the chat? So I'll send them the link, yeah? They'll go back and watch it. And then I get a comment in like 2 days saying, you've actually watched it. And it makes sense now. The clip got me.
And
So
this is what I'm
actually,
saying.
he actually
These
seems like a nice
dickheads
guy.
only go and watch TikTok because they've only got TikTok brain because they're retards, bruv. They were born in deficit and born buffering. Yeah, they're fucking idiots. Yeah, they
But you
chat
know what I
shit.
tell
They
people
see a
that-
TikTok clip or a Twitter clip. Yeah, and they go, "Oh, he's moaning again. Look how negative he is. Look how
Yeah, but
negative he is."
you know what I
When
tell
you
them,
actually
though?
watch what I'm talking about, yeah,
Yeah.
it actually makes sense. Which is why I put shit on the screen because
Yeah.
you
You know what I
mutants
tell them,
need to
though, Lee?
engage your brain for more than 10 seconds.
But Lee, you know what I tell them? I tell them to go watch you on the Lee Reacts channel. Because usually on the Lee Reacts channel, you just chat to everyone and whatever, you watch the game. So there's no Arsenal things involved. And then they can see the other side of Lee that's nothing to do with Arsenal. Unless someone asks you an Arsenal question. That's a different story.
Same with Northside though, right?
Yeah. Northside's different. Yeah. Like when I talk to him all the time, I talk to him all the time. And on stream, as soon as we're not talking about Arsenal, it's different.
Thank you.
When I'm not there, Lee, I jump on sometimes just to take his mind off the Arsenal thing, and we just make jokes, so I could just see him smile because I'm tired of seeing him shout on the phone. But
No, bro, this
yeah,
is
man,
what
he's
it
a
is.
pro.
Yeah, people just see a clip on TikTok, yeah, where somebody's reacting to my clips, yeah, making money off of my content, by the way. But apparently, I'm the one profiting. But these
Yeah.
scumbags are all on the fucking creativity program, getting paid to do that.
Mhm.
Oh, look at this guy, and they're sitting there with some dead green screen, dead lighting. They're floating around like a ghost. They're moving themselves around, and they're pointing. Oh, look, he said this on Twitter. Oh, he did this.
And
How
there's no
about watch the
green
fucking
screen,
streams, mate? How about that? Yeah, because I'll
There's
tell you
no-
right now, yeah, where I live is mad tourist area. Marbella's 10 minutes that way, Fengarola's 10 minutes that way, Torremolinos, Benalmadena, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and Malaga Airport. I'm going to be at Malaga Airport on Wednesday morning at 11:30. Any top gooner want to fight, I'll be there, bruv. Yeah, because I'm picking my mother up. So I won't see any of them. I don't see any Arsenal fans really around here. See Chelsea, they're everywhere. Liverpool, Leeds, Aston Villa, Everton, everywhere. Man United, everywhere. Man City, PSG. When I do see an Arsenal fan here, nothing but love. They're on
You know
all
what it
day.
is,
Yo,
Lee? I used to
Bobby,
see.
keep saying
I
what you
used
gotta
to see
say,
Arsenal
bro. I
fans.
fucking love you, Gunnar. Your channel pops, bro. Big up to you. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, you
But Lee,
spastics.
I used to
Plums,
see
yeah.
Arsenal
Joe,
fans.
nah, I'm fucking sick of these dickers, Justin.
Lee, I used to see Arsenal like shirts a lot, and then the more you started finishing seconds, the less shirts I started seeing, and
Right.
now I don't see Arsenal shirts outside unless I go to like a place where people kick ball and people are wearing their shirts or whatever. Yeah, but I don't see it as much.
No.
I used to work at Villa because I'm from Birmingham, and I used to work at Villa and the Blues, so I worked security and I done all that. So I've met the footballers and all that stuff. It's weird, man. Now you just don't see that much.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is? Most of these idiots ain't even got a passport because they're born buffering. They're mutants, right? Number two, different
Probably
energy, bruv,
fine.
when they see you. Different energy when they see you, bruv. I used to get this all the time back in the day, Wenger in, Wenger out. I was holding up the banner with my man. Yeah, we were standing there fucking doing protests. You
Mr.
come to a game, you'll get weighed in. Well, nobody's weighed me in, mate. Yeah,
Are you talking about Mr. Botox?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take
Okay.
it deep. Where,
Yeah.
where is it you're saying you're coming back from, pal? Take it. Yeah, clips quoted. Yeah, but everyone used to say the same. Nobody's doing shit, bruv. Shut up. Nobody cares. Genuinely, nobody cares. Because you know what? Deep down in your fucking heart of hearts, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You just don't like the way I talk. And I'm unapologetic with the way I speak. And I genuinely don't give a fuck. Say what you mean. I mean what you say. And if you don't like the way I talk, I couldn't give a shit. I'm way too old to care about what you think, bruv. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting spammed with adverts every 6 minutes. Yeah, fuck off. Go and watch AFTV sucking off everything, mate. Yeah, because they're nearly finished as well.
I hate the ads though. They always come at the wrong time.
Right. As a YouTuber, we should get premium for free anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, one of them.
And let's be real. I've been calling this manager out since before he got the job.
Yeah.
They can't chat to me. And the day he leaves, bruv, I'll have 30,000 people watching. Yeah, and I'll have people in the chat going, I always thought you were toxic and negative. But you know what? You were actually right. I don't want you to be in my chat. Piss off. Go and stay in your lane.
The Disney story's ended. But Lee, this is the thing. The Disney story's ended. Once he gets sacked, their hope of him winning something, because it's based on hope, innit? Every year they're just waiting for him to win something, but it's not happening. So,
bro, hopium, copium. Anyway, fuck all that.
Let's go.
My man's been putting a spliff expeditiously. Matty absolutely cooked him. So I didn't even see the picture, Matty. I love you, Matty, man. I swear. This is why, and this is the thing. This is how you know I've done this for so long, yeah? The way he wrote that, I knew he was American.
I didn't clock. I didn't see it.
Man said, dude. Man was like, yo, dude. Straight away, I know you're American. Because no English person is going to say the word dude, bruv. Yeah, so I know he's American now. And he didn't fucking come back. He was just chatting shit. Cool. It's probably Tim's. It's probably Tim's on his burner. Yeah, anyway, let's carry on. I'll get the super chats in a second, guys. Let's carry on because we need to get Timber putting this manager in the spliff even more, bruv. And the Dutch love a spliff.
At least, let's at least get 500 likes.
Hebben jullie dan een gesprek voor die Gema of de dag ervoor van, hey, luister, morgen is weer je Gema na een lange tijd, dus laat weer zien wat je kan of zo?
Nee, totaal niet zelfs. Het is gewoon een mentaliteit, denk ik, vanuit vroeger ook al opgebouwd.
Gruwelijk.
Daarom is het denk ik zo belangrijk om bradas te hebben ook, ja.
Daarom wil ik veel kinderen, broeder. Ik hoor je volledig. Ja.
Maar zeg maar, in het veld, toen Quinn en ik samen speelden, was ik echt hard naar hem, zeg je heel eerlijk.
Ja. Maar hoe hard?
Echt hard.
What's he saying?
Bro, I don't know what he said, bro. I don't know what he said, bro. These men are just speaking so quickly all of a sudden, bro. Go back like 20 seconds, yeah, and I'll have a look again, boys. Put the volume up.
Gruwelijk.
Daarom is het denk ik zo belangrijk om bradas te hebben ook, ja.
Daarom wil ik veel kinderen, broeder. Ik hoor je volledig. Ja.
This guy said that this one a lot of kids. What's that got to do with? What does that got to do with the football, bro? Yeah, he's talking about his brother. Yeah, now it makes sense.
Toen Quinn en ik samen speelden, was ik echt hard naar hem.
Motivate each other. Yeah. Big up Draco, brother.
Hij zei dat ook. Maar hoe hard? Wat deed je dan?
Oh, soms word je para toch? Kijk, ik kan mijn emoties wel in bedwang houden, maar soms in het veld kan ik ook echt para worden. Jongens weten dat die met mij hebben gespeeld. Niet echt para, maar gewoon kan ik je best hard aanpakken.
Timber was more emotional as a footballer. He said he was a bit more emotional compared to his brother. Does that make sense?
Kunnen, snap je?
Ja, ik hoor je.
En, maar Quinn was extra, man.
Ik hoor je.
Extra. Als hij bijvoorbeeld zeg maar, een rare bal weggaf, werd ik echt boos.
Gek. Dit wat jij zegt, dat hebben verdedigers na aanvallen / middenvelden sowieso. Van Matt, ik ben hier achter aan het strijden, broek. Speel jou in, bro. Wat doe je nou? Ja, deze had ik met Gerard tegen. Hij speelt de spits, ik speel de rechtsback. Ik zeg tegen hem, broer, beloon mij. Ik zit hier te werken, Mattie. Beloon mij. Maar ik zeg eerlijk, bro, dat is mooi, man. Dat is mooi, man. Dat wil je, want van dat word je ook beter.
Yeah, so he played right back. Obviously, his brother played further forward, didn't it? So this is more about so he's basically saying it's more about how did you feel when you pass him the ball when he doesn't do well, whatever, that kind of thing, and it's more. This is nothing to do with what we were talking about earlier in terms of his whole injury stuff, but it's more to do with him and his brother's relationship and how different they are as footballers and stuff like that.
No, bless. I think he mentions transfers in a second. Bear with me 30 seconds. I need to flush that down the toilet. It stinks, bro. Yeah, 30 seconds, yeah? I'm going to grab a beer and flush that, yeah? Smash these likes up as well and sub to Yasser, yeah? Yeah, the link's pinned. DJ Crane's comment. Make sure you sub. Yeah, bless up to everyone logged in. I'll grab the super chats in a sec.
Yeah, man. We found what do they call it? We found like a side mission, innit? Translating Dutch. So basically, for the people that have come in late, Timber, yes, Arsenal Timber's done a interview with an a rap group or sing group. I used to listen to them when I was younger, but I haven't followed them later on when I've become older and came to England. But basically, he's explained what he went through injury wise before the PSG game, and all the stuff that he's basically gone through, whatever. So if you've come later on and you've missed the whole translation stuff, yeah, he does look like Yardman a little bit. I can't lie. He looks like DG as well. If it so I think they made the podcast now. Yeah, Draco. Yeah. I remember, bro. This is crazy because the Brother Lifter thing reminds me of when I was younger, when I used to listen to their music. But yeah, so if you haven't seen if you go to the beginning of the stream when you got a bit of time, you can actually see the main bit. So the reason why why I've been called up, you know what I'm saying, to the big league to do a translation. So Lee hit me up, asked me if I know Dutch or not, and then basically he was like, "Yo, I need you to help me translate this," because sometimes the caption thing won't translate it properly. So yeah, man, big up the chat, man. Come on, let's get to 500 likes, people. There's 1K in the building. Come on, support Lee. Hit the like button. So for the people asking me like what team I support, I'm a Chelsea fan, innit? I'm a Chelsea fan. And yeah, man. I just started doing content in October, so when we played Liverpool. And I'm trying to do more content, but it's, you have to find time to do it after work, and you have to find things to do in it. But yeah, man, slowly for surely, man.
He's proper Chelsea, bruv. Proper.
Yeah.
Smash the likes up, guys.
You know what someone said? Someone said this guy looks like Yardman, the one on the screen. But he looks like a
Yardman. Yo, bruv. Why for that, brother? What we doing here?
Not me.
Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing about that? Is there underbelly colour thing that?
No, not me. I'm talking about the guy that's wearing green on the screen.
He said he looks like Yardman.
But for me, I think that he looks like if Yardman and DG had a kid.
He looks more like Kano than Yardman, bruv.
No, he looks like a deluded Gooner, and if deluded Gooner and Yardman had a kid, that's why he looks like.
Listen to me. I
said he looks like Yardman. Chat, we'll play this clip, yeah? Does he look like Yardman? This is crazy work.
Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. He's not going to win the league. He's not going to win the Premier League. You see what Liverpool just do. You see what Man City do. Now you tell me, if Mikel Arteta, who want Benjamin Sesko, who is not ready, everybody look at that guy and say that guy is really not ready. He need about 2 years in the Premier League to get ready. Yeah? Gorkores is the man. Why not go and get Gorkores and Benjamin Sesko? Huh? Because Berto wants Gorkores, Mikel Arteta wants Sesko. Okay then. What the fans want? The fans want both of them. Go and get them. Because you can buy 7 left back. Once you can buy 7 left back, it's not a problem for you to buy 2 centre forward.
Yardman, I love you, brother. Once you buy 7 left back, no problem for you to buy 2 centre forward. Yeah. Listen to me carefully, bro, the way he said that. Yeah. He's not going to win the league, bro. The way he went 0 to 100. I love Yardman, bro. Bless up to you. Get off that mutant channel, bro. Get off that mutant channel. F these people, bro. Do your own thing.
Have you seen how it's like for me that as a viewer, I've seen that they'll change because remember they used to blame them when you guys were on there. Remember it used to be AFTV was the problem, but even though it's switched, that they've become the positive and everyone else is so-called negative. Everyone else is the problem.
Yeah, now we're the problem.
Yeah.
Now, I'm the biggest single problem in the Arsenal fan base, according to these spastics that sit on TikTok and Twitter. Yeah, but guess what? They're so rattled that they keep watching. Bro, how about fuck off? Yeah, there's 1,039 people watching right now. Yeah, The fact we only have 441 likes tells me there's about 300 of these people that don't like me watching.
Yeah.
Cool. Fuck off. Nobody cares. Genuinely, I couldn't care less, bruv. Genuinely couldn't care less. I've been told for years, bruv, even on when I was going Wenger in, Wenger out days, yeah, you're negative, you're toxic, you're the problem. No, the club might just be the problem, you know. Yeah, because I played a clip earlier, yeah, of Dick Law, Paul's, that's actually his name, yeah, telling us about the 40 million and £1 bid for Suarez. Yeah, and he genuinely sat there with Charlie Boy Watts, yeah, who wrote Arteta Revolution book, and even he looked pissed off. Wrote all the comments on that tweet. Yeah, and my man said we could have bid 41, 45 or 105 with agreed terms with Suarez. He wanted to come to the club. And do you remember back in the day, that was when the Liverpool owner tweeted out, what are they smoking over there at the Emirates? What are they smoking at the Emirates? Do you remember? Yeah. My man's sitting there going, well, it's gone down in folklore. Bruv, that was 2013. Fast forward to 2025. We still need a striker and we're still fucking around.
But according to some people, Lee, you're not a banter club, innit? Because you're second every year. So it's like
we're not a stepping stone, but the amount of players that have left and won trophies since they've left is crazy. So we're a stepping stone.
You're not in the mud anymore either. You know, you know the thing. He took it out,
guys. I'm the problem. I profit off a loss. Well, guess what? I've been profiting off of the Club World Cup that none of you fuckers even watch. I profit off La Liga. I'm profiting right now. Yeah, posting out that I'll probably get done for copper. Hey, bless up my Dutch G's, bruv. Yeah, come on. I bung a bit of weed every now and again, bruv. I promise.
Don't worry, Lee, man. We'll see if I know someone. We can speak to them and say, yo, don't copyright Lee. You know what I mean? I might even know people that know them back in Holland. So we'll see.
Come on, my G, bruv. Draco, you must have a link as well. Come on. This channel's got mad reach to the point, yeah? Echa Messi liked my fucking Insta post. Echa Messi, bruv. Hold that.
Lee's tweets are crazy.
And I didn't even tag him on Insta, right? He put a story out. He put a post out.
Got like 300k views on the tweet. Remember, he sent it to me the other day.
Bro, I had one the other day. It said about 3.5 million.
Yeah, all you say is think.
That was the one where I quote tweeted ESPN. I said, I swear a 14-year-old retard runs this account.
Yeah, I seen it because there
was Robertson or Ever or something.
Yeah, Ever and Robertson or something. Yeah.
I was like, I swear a 14-year-old retard runs this account. No, it's had about 3.5 million views. Man said Esteval's better. Cool. Make sure you pull up, yeah? Make sure you pull up on the Reacts channel. I'm close to 40k, yeah? Because we will be there for that biblical stinker and hooked.
I'm tired, man. Some of you Chelsea fans embarrass us in everyone's chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Just let the player do the talking, innit? If the player don't talk...
Have you watched the 2 games that Esteval's played?
I watched one of them. I watched the last one he played in, I think.
And he was shit, right? I think he had 21 touches and 7 completed passes and got hooked.
He
got man of the match.
But he likes to do this whole thing where he gets the ball and just runs past everyone else.
And that's all the touches.
Yeah.
So he does that a couple of times, and that's it.
So
then
I think
subbed.
Yeah. If it works out in terms of you run past everyone and you score, then cool. Does that make sense? Or it ends into something, then you can say, yeah. But if it's just one of those, you try to run past everyone every single time, it's not going to work, especially in the Premier League. Yeah, I've always used to see Hazard do that in recent times.
But I'm telling you now, me and LB sat there watching the Sudamericana, yeah? We were sitting there going, yo, Echa Messi. And do you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? He posted out on his Insta, an actual post with a load of slides, like a load of pictures of his free kick. I don't know if you see the free kick, it was banging, bro.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it was sick. Right foot,
right foot. Yeah. Slapped it. Yeah, check this. He posted it out on his Insta. I just shared it on my story. I didn't even tag him. Yep. He liked LB's as well. Gosh, and LB didn't tag him either, I don't think. Come on, my G, bruv. Last year, when I was watching Turkey, I was doing a watch along with Dave for Turkey versus, who were they fucking playing? And Arda Güler slapped one, top bins. Who was that against, chat? Slapped one, top bins. Yeah, on his Insta reel. Yeah, they compiled it. Yeah, and it was me in a Real Madrid shirt. Yeah, fucking going mad. Probably put it on his Insta. Yeah, on his reel, and then shared it to his story. Georgia, that's it. Thank you very much. Yeah. Declan follows me. Why does he follow me? I don't follow anyone on Twitter. Why is he following me? Yeah, these men think that these players don't watch, but they're watching you. Chelsea players are watching you. They'll be watching your channel. Doesn't matter how many subs you have, bro. They're watching.
My players, bro. My players are all over social media.
they need motivation.
Yeah. But then they're not using it the right way. They're just kicking players, innit, and getting sent off.
Bro, they watch everything. Do you know why they watch everything? Yeah, because they've got time. Yeah, and they can't go out partying, bro. Because every 3 days they've got a game. Then they've got a tournament, under 21s, under 20s, yeah, a Euros, yeah, this competition, Club World Cup. So they're always in a hotel room, bored out of their fucking head. And there's only so many times you can play the PS5, bro, without getting bored. Yeah. So then they're just sitting there scrolling.
Being someone with that amount of money, and there's those people with that amount of money usually being able to access anything they want. You know what I mean? It's one of them.
I see one of Alanga earlier. I see a video of Alanga. Yeah, he went to get a haircut.
Yeah,
parked his fucking Audi. Yeah,
the parking ticket. Yeah,
in the bus lane or whatever it was. Yeah, and he got the parking ticket. He was like, yeah, whatever.
I had someone like that
at uni. What's £60 to a footballer?
Yo, Lee, I had someone like that at uni. He used to park the car on the curb just like he did, yeah? Yeah, he had a G-Wagon. So he imported the G-Wagon from Qatar. So he was an Arab. So he used to park the car.
These men have got long money. Paul.
Yeah, so guess what happened? So I used to walk past, like he's in Coventry, so we used to go under the bridge, whatever, walk all the way to where we park the cars, yeah? And then I'd see it every day, and he'd get a ticket every single day. And then one day I said to him, like, did you used to get tickets every day? And he was like, what do you mean tickets? I said, bro, you're getting parking tickets. He didn't know he was getting parking tickets. He thought he was getting the bill. So he was paying 40 quid to sleep. And then he was like, I said, well, if you park it across the road right there.
Yeah, it's free.
It's 3 quid, not 40 quid. And he was like, oh, okay. Okay.
Did he give you the other 37 quid?
Who, me?
Yeah. Did he give you the other 37?
Nah. I'm saying.
Waste, man. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, CB talking to the players in the US. Yeah, cussing out the players. Yeah, man was like, yo, look at him. He was like, fucking hell, bro.
Lavia was
Didn't he say something like, you need to stay fit or something?
He said that to Fofana. But Lavia wanted nothing to do with him. Like, he was like, he knows who he is. And then, you know what's funny? Gusto was all laughing and smiling. And then CB said, well, if he scrolls down in my page, he won't be smiling.
But that's what I'm saying. They watch everything. Yeah, they're young lads. They've grown up in this era of social media. They don't know any other fucking era. Yeah, now they see people and they're like, oh shit. And then they see clips because you mutants clip up the negative shit. Their friends that then send them that are not footballers will send, oh, yo, you seen this? Oh, look at this guy. He's going viral on TikTok, or he's going viral on YouTube, or he's going viral on Twitter. Yeah, look at what he's saying about you. Yeah, I reckon Declan Rice is telling people, yeah, yo, Gibraltar guard, yo, hair flick, come here, mate. Yeah, he's had a go at you again tonight. Bro, I swear they share the fan cams. I swear.
Man just walks in and just does this.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah. Look at the way Garnacho fucking said to Faz. And that's what I'm saying. Bro, they watch everything. Yeah, they're so vain, some of these footballers, that they watch their own highlights. Yeah, and then if you watch your own highlights on YouTube, on any football fucking channel like ESPN, DAZN,
yeah, you get like a recommendation.
Yeah, come on. Next up, yeah, and it just play. Yeah, next up might be Faz, it might be Yasser, it might be me, it might be FTV, it might be Goldbitch, it might be Flowers, it could be Henry Talks Bollocks, could be anybody. Yeah. Now, as soon as they click on it, yeah, boom. You're telling me that Declan Rice weren't sitting there wide awake all fucking night after he scored them 2 free kicks?
Well, I knew because when I used to work at Villa, you'd always see the players when they get. So the way it works at Villa, you come from downstairs to go upstairs to the boxes because obviously the tunnel's down below. So they'll have to get in a lift get upstairs to the first floor and then actually get in to go to the boxes. They're all looking at each other's phones and that, because they're on social media, innit? Oh, yo, look at this, blah, blah, blah. I've even met people. So I met Emmy Martinez's mom, because she came in and she tried to get in without a ticket, kind of thing. To get into the players.
Like, do you know who I am?
Yeah, that's what she did, but not in like a rude way. But she was like, she went into the players' lounge, so they have access to it anyway. But she was like, she tried to tell me I can come in or whatever. I was like, well, I need to know who you are to let you in, kind of thing. She was like, I'm Emmy Martinez's mom, the goalkeeper.
That's mad.
Sometimes the security guards don't watch football, so they don't even know what they do. Like, they don't know. I was like,
yeah, a lot of the stewards or security, they ain't got a clue, have they?
They ain't got a clue. So I was like, yeah, I know, but I need to get someone from Villa to say that they know who you are to get you in. I can't just let anyone in. But there's always, you see them, the family, like even Tyrone Mings' family and all those people, they always used to come in. And when I used to work at Blues, what's that striker from Watford? What's his name? Troy Deeney. Yeah, he used to come in, but he's actually
RV Price.
Weird, because he's really nice in real life.
I've actually met him. He's sound. I can't lie.
He's very polite. He's funny. Whatever. He used to come in main reception, say hello to everyone.
He used to have a personal chauffeur as well, personal driver and that, innit?
Nah, but in Blues, he was technically the richest player over there because he's played in the Premier.
Was that after Watford?
Yeah,
he lives in Birmingham, innit?
No. When I say Birmingham, literally last year or the year before the American owners came in, Tom Brady.
Oh, okay. So when he was at Watford, yeah, that's when I met him. We played Watford. That was when when Petr Cech saved the penalty.
Was that the whole Cojones thing?
But no, it was after that. Petr Cech actually saved a penalty in that game. Yeah. And me and the guy who won't be named from Teke, we were talking to Kevin Campbell and him outside the stadium at the Emirates, and Granit Xhaka and him, had to go for a drug test, and he was watching AFTV, and Granit Xhaka was fucking sat next to him. They're both waiting for the adjudicator or whatever you call them, the piss samples to come back. It's like, oh, you don't watch that fucking channel. Granit Xhaka said to him, you don't watch that channel. He was watching the so and so, and he was like, yeah, I do. What's your problem? It was like, nah, they're very negative. Xhaka said that to him. And then he comes outside. We're talking to Kevin Campbell, RIP to him. And then everyone just mobbed Troy Deeney. And he had a driver, a personal driver, because he used to drive down, from Birmingham every day. He didn't live in Watford. He stayed up north, Midlands, sorry. So he'd get a personal driver to drive him down. He had the Audi across the road.
And even. Yeah, so you meet a lot of the family members, and so that but when he played at Birmingham, he used to just pull up in the Euros with his family every time, and he used to have his wife and children just standing there for 20 minutes because he had to go say hello to everyone, but he was always injured, innit? So he should just in the box, because this obviously is later years, innit, in football, but. I've met Ollie Watkins' dad and everyone, because in the boxes the families come in it before the games, and sometimes the player will come in to go and sit with his family members and that. So you see how they communicate. They hear what the fans are saying in the boxes or outside the boxes. Do you get it? So that certain things will always go to the player, regardless. Does that make sense?
But most of their friends or family, whether they're retired because the players made them retired and helped the family and friends out, it doesn't matter. Most of these men have got time, bruv, so they're sitting on the internet. Then they'll sit on TikTok. A lot of them are young. They'll have brothers, cousins, friends, family members, whatever it may be. They'll then send them messages. There'll be other players that they play with at international duty or they've known for years. They go, yo, you seen this clip? This guy's calling you this.
But Lee, think about it like this, it happens to us on YouTube.
Facts. I get asked every day, yo, you seen this? This guy's slagging you off. But it's the same for that.
So imagine this is us to a certain level of audience, as in our reach or your reach. Imagine a footballer that has that much reach. So
crazy.
It happens more. The more clips, the more people recognize you, that will hit up your family members. Who will hit you up. Do you get it? It's different. So man.
I said, I'll see you in a bit to see the humble you, bro. I tried humble. I deleted the message. He deleted it. I've just seen it on the other screen. He deleted it. The humble you. Bruv, I tried humble. Nobody cared, bruv. So fuck it. Bring back bullying. Yeah.
Let's watch the rest of the thing.
Yeah, let's
see
go,
what
guys. Let's go. Because
Yeah.
I need to cook a gal for the last half an hour.
Yeah,
If you need to bounce after this.
Yeah, I got work as well.
Okay, cool. There's about 2.5 minutes left, and then we're going to cook a gal after this, yeah?
Maar bro, je speelt nu veel rechtsback. Maar ik zeg eerlijk, vind je dat prima of ben je liever centraal?
Would you believe me if I told you I made this CRM tool without even knowing how to code?
No, because you're fat, bruv. I wouldn't believe a word you say.
So Lee, before he started, Lee, he just asked him, "Do you think you're a right back or centre half?" So he's asked him what position he prefers, or that kind of thing.
This is why I've done this chat, yeah. And anyone who hasn't watched the whole stream, if you have time, go back and watch it, yeah. Right, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next year, because this guy has absolutely fucking destroyed Mikel Arteta in this interview, right? But not only that, yeah, the only quotes we have seen have been finessed. The copy and paste merchants all over the internet have slightly finessed some of this shit, but they haven't put out all of it, which is why I've shared the screen, because you can genuinely see it. And this is the thing, copy and paste or just me saying it, it's either words on the screen or just Lee Gunner saying it. So now you can actually see it's coming out of his own lips. Yeah, we have people in the chat that can speak Dutch and understand Dutch. Yeah, and Yasser understands Dutch and can speak Dutch. So we're all good. Yo, big up Jezza as well. Been for a walk around the lake and the family of the wild boar around. The male with tusks is one big bugger. Stop meeting that lot. Another Mexican. Jezza, I swear, the ones with the tusks, don't fuck with them. They jump as well. Yeah, and they've... Yeah, don't do that, Jez. Just go back inside and close the doors, Ralph. Yeah, mind the bats on the way in.
Ik heb veel linksback ook gespeeld, hè?
Ja, man. Maar wat heb je het liefst eigenlijk?
So Paul, he's basically said he's played a lot of left back at Arsenal, but he never said that he preferred it yet. So let's see what he says now.
He got injured at left back, and do you know what the maddest thing is? Before we signed him, he was in the bottom 5 players in the top 5 leagues at that point. Yeah, for aerial duels won as a centre back, which is why we don't play him at centre back, because he can't win a fucking header.
Yeah, but Lee, sorry, but in the Dutch league, there's not a lot of crossing in it. So sometimes, unless
it's first time.
It's first time, yeah. So
you're nowhere
I've
near.
played football like the younger ages before I left Holland, because I left around 13, and I've played, I think, from like 6 years old and onwards, and it's all about passing the ball. Does that mean it's all about passing the ball? Because, and if you think about it, it's more how Dutch football is like. It's just all about basically playing in between the lines. And if you start thinking about all the players, if you watch Dutch football, you realize that that's the kind of way they like playing. They're really good under pressure. Like if you remember, like usually Frankie de Jong, even if you watch like the Wijnaldums and that in the Dutch team, you think the player's cornered, but he manages to get out. Get it? Because they've always keep the ball moving. Yeah.
Quick 1-2 touch.
Die staat Wenje ook eraan.
Ja.
Dus, maar ik ben blij dat ik op meerdere posities kan. Alleen, dus nu speel ik veel rechtsback, bro. Ik vind het top, man. Ik ben blij.
Wat ze zeggen, rechtsback is de nieuwe wing.
So he's basically said he's happy that he's versatile. he's happy that he can play different positions, but he said he's played a lot at right back and he enjoys it.
So he prefers right back.
Yeah. So if he starts playing him at left back.
Yeah, but that's where he got injured. Left back. He done his ACL at left back.
Yeah, I remember. I was watching that game actually.
First game of the season. He got injured. Yeah, anyone who watched that, not the season just gone, the season before, go and watch the watch along at half time, just before half time, went into stoppage time, he went down injured. Yeah, me, Matty, and Ola were on that watch along. We could not fucking believe he came out for the second half. Yeah, within 2-3 minutes, he done his ACL. Different leg. Yeah, but we were like, why the fuck's he coming back out, bruv? Since then, he's now exposing this. I swear, I love this guy. Simba, bless up to you, my G.
Ja, je moet veel kunnen doen als back. Als je naar die back kijkt, kijk naar Hakimi, Dumfries.
Ik hoor je.
Extra.
Ja, dat waren het. Ja, gek. Ik zeg eerlijk, ik vind die collega van je, die linksback, vind ik ook gek, man.
Hij is eng.
Hij is heel eng.
Ja. Ik zeg eerlijk, jullie hebben een gekke chemie daar, man, onder die...
He said he rates that left back. He said the left back. He was the left back on the other side. I rate him. He's talking about Skelly.
And he said Dumfries. What did he say about Dumfries?
No, with Dumfries, he was like, that's his competition in Holland, isn't it? On the right back position. But he's basically, so when he went back to, he said this guy or one of them said he rates the guy on the other side. He's Lewis Skelly.
Okay.
Young boys en zo. Ik geniet daarvan.
En buiten hem, wie is echt dat je zegt, elke training, dat je gewoon kijkt van, hé broer, ik begrijp niet wat hij deze boy doet, man.
Kijk, toen ik kwam, wat nu is lastig te zeggen, want nu, we trainen alleen dag voor wedstrijd. En dan hebben we wedstrijd, dag daarna is herstel, dan ga je weer trainen, maar je doet eigenlijk niks. Dus niemand valt echt op als jij komt kijken, snap je?
Ja.
Misschien wel, maar toen ik kwam bij Arsenal net nieuw, toen stond ik dus rechtsback en linksback. Bro, toen dacht ik van het tempo waarop, zeg maar, Bukayo Saka en Martinelli opzoeken is bizar, man.
Snelheid.
Yeah, so he's basically talking about the pace and everything. He said, he asked him a question about who wows you in training kind of thing. And this guy said Martinelli and Saka. But he was talking about the tempo of which they play in training. He said that when he first came in, that's what he noticed. But he basically said before, as in later on, people can't see the training anymore. So I think it's behind closed doors. Does that make sense? I think maybe in the beginning it was open, whatever. I think, when you were doing well and all that kind of stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, they were promoting, doing the PR, so they showed their training.
You'd see but he said later on, they've kind of just made it closed behind closed doors or whatever. But he said that I think they impressed him in training in terms of the intensity.
The speed,
not necessarily, not necessarily skill set or anything like that. It's more the intensity.
Yeah, but this is what this club does, bro. It puts out fucking what it wants to put out. Oh, you can come to open training.
The reason he's saying that as well is because he's playing right back, left back, so he has to face those players. Does that make sense? So this is why he's saying that. So I think it's purely based on like pace and that. That was not necessarily something you expect in terms of when you say who's wowing you on training. Yeah, bro, I have Mudryk, I've never seen someone as fast as him in the last couple of years when it comes to pace.
Do you know the fastest player I've ever seen live, was Philippe Anderson?
Yeah,
and I've seen Thierry Henry live.
Well, that's the West Ham guy, isn't it?
Walcott. Yeah, the West Ham dude. Bro, he was fucking the quickest player I've ever seen live.
Yeah, I remember when he put his burners up.
Bro, he's ridiculously quick. He still plays,
Yeah, I've never really. I don't remember where he just went. We've never seen him. I don't remember where he went.
Who's he playing for now, chat? I see him the other night. He was playing for
Palmeiras, someone said.
Palmeiras. Sorry, he's playing tonight against Leo Messi.
Yeah.
He's playing tonight. Bear with me 2 secs. I just need to redirect this afterwards,
Yes.
Where are we? I know you got a bounce as well. Bless up for coming through, bro. I appreciate it. There's literally about a minute left, if that, of this. Right, okay, that's that. Okay, cool.
Ja, toen de eerste week was ik echt impressed bij zeg maar de buitenspelers. Trossard ook toen dacht van zo, maar dat was zo dat ik hem voelde.
Ja.
Alleen, veel goede spelers, zeg je eerlijk.
Ja, ik hoor je.
Die centraal verdedigers, Saliba, Gabriel.
Saliba is gek.
Zij zijn belachelijk goed.
Hele goede spelers.
Dit seizoen tackle en reis.
Ja.
Ja, ik zeg eerlijk, hoe je op je snap altijd zet, hoe jullie met elkaar omgaan, dat vind ik ook hard, man. Het lijkt echt een team na.
Ze hebben je goed ontvangen?
Yeah, so basically, he said that he likes Saliba as well. He likes the crop of players that they have in the team. And he said this season also Declan Rice, the players that have impressed him, innit? And then the other guy was saying that he likes the not the squad feeling, but you get the point, like the way all the players are all cool with each other and the whole vibe and that. So when you don't really deep dive into Arsenal like we do on content, you get it? We don't. There's some of the the outsiders don't really, the part timers or the people that just watch football see Arsenal, happy team and whatever. So they don't really see the other things. But he just sees it as he's just looking at it from an outsider, saying, "Oh, this nice bunch of players," and so it's fine. But he hasn't really said.
Yeah, it's not really said he don't rate anybody, but nobody's really wowed him.
Yeah, he said Trossard, wow, but he never said Odegaard. He never said certain players. You know, what I mean? There's so many players that you think you expect him to maybe
He
say.
likes Trossard, but yeah.
Yes.
But nobody's gone, yo, wow. Do you know how fucking crazy this is? This is the shit these top gooners ain't sharing around the internet, hence why I'm doing it, bruv. And this is why I delved into this, because I knew there was more to this interview than just a couple of little tiny quotes that they'd massaged and took a paragraph out before the next paragraph, saying remove that one to put that one in. Yeah, these motherfuckers, yeah, you ain't fooling me, bruv, and I'm smarter than you. Yeah, and we've got the Dutch on smoke, bruv. Bless up the Dutch in the chat, bruv. Bless up to you, bless up to you. I said it's nearly done, literally 40 seconds.
100%, bro. Ik zeg je eerlijk, want de eerste dag dat ik kwam, de dag daarna ging ik op trainingskamp. Ik had gisteren met mijn vriendin erover tijdens het eten. De dag daarna ging ik op trainingskamp. En dus ik heb direct een week, 1,5 week met iedereen. Dus ik leer iedereen kennen. Maar die boys hadden me zo goed opgenomen dat het zeg maar makkelijk was voor mezelf te zijn. Dus ik had het gevoel van, hey, ik heb het gevoel dat ik hier langer ben met jullie. Maar dat komt door die boys, snap je? Misschien ook een beetje door mezelf, want ik ben makkelijk in de omgang ook. Alleen, het was gewoon relaxed. En die jongens zijn jong. En wat Jazz zegt, we zijn relaxed met elkaar ook.
Ja, lauw man.
Ja, ik zeg eerlijk, je bent...
Yeah, so basically he said it was easy for him to adjust. They took him in well. He said maybe part of the reason is because he is also easy with people, so he can, you know what I mean? He was talking about his adjusting period getting into Arsenal and that. He said he didn't really have any issues kind of thing. Everyone was cool and they took him in well and he enjoys it. So,
But this guy has not mentioned the manager in any praise.
No.
And that was what, 12, well, maybe 15 minutes worth of video content in a sit-down interview on camera with the guys in the studio. Not once has he praised the manager.
Because even
the players being elite. Not once has he said that. He actually even said, yo, I think I've had a good season when they asked him, how do you feel you've done this? I feel I had a good season, but I didn't win anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't leave with the trophies. That's what he said. So,
why are no top gooners sharing this shit, bruv?
Well, Lee, at the same time, when you don't win, it affects some players more than others. Some people, how some people can say, yeah, we won it next year. And then some people will say, you know what, I can't just keep doing this. You know what I mean? So this is where some managers might get rid of the players that they feel like are low on belief and get someone in that might be mentally stronger or like
trust me, this guy is going to be fucked next season, bruv. I'm telling you now, yeah.
Because the worry is that a lot of the players will check out at the same time. That's the biggest worry.
Bro, and it's a World Cup here. The World Cup's next year.
That's what they're saying about like someone like Gay, because he's trying to get a starting position and not be number 3. I'm not saying he won't go to Liverpool, but I'm saying that's the mentality of the players, isn't it? They're saying, yo, we want to be starting.
Yeah. And there's a World Cup next summer. Do you think these men, when it gets to like January, February, March, April, May, do you think they're going 100? Because now it's like, whoa, the World Cup's in a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this manager's running us into the ground.
En ook echt een topspeler. Want broer, heb jij nog
I think this is the end now.
Bro, 100%.
Oké.
100%. En ik heb niet eens over Nederlands elftal gesproken. Komt ook weer WK weer aan.
Ja, he goes after this.
Ik heb al WK en EK gespeeld, maar dat is ook echt mooi. Spelen voor je land.
Ik hoor je, man.
Yeah, he wants to play for you. He's looking forward to playing for his nation, innit? He wants to get back fit, and he said, yeah, I want to be playing for my nation as well, World Cup and Euros.
So I'm saying, bro, this man's had fucking 2 surgeries since he's been at my football club in 2 seasons.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, man. Bless up to you, brother. No, I really appreciate you. Like, listen, you've been here 2 hours as well, and you just bounced off an all-side stream. Yeah, and it was within 5 minutes notice as well. And I know you got work as well, brother, and it's late, yeah?
Now, when the legend calls, you have to pick up.
Let's get out of it, man.
Nah, come on, Lee.
Nah, listen, shout your channel out. Listen, Yasser's a G, bruv. There's 1,000 people in here, yeah? pinned comment from DJ Crane. I can't get it in the title.
Yeah.
But pinned comment. Yeah. Make sure you sub to this guy. How many subs you want?
300 and something.
No. 300 and what? Fuck 300, bruv. You're on 329.
29.
329. Make sure you're subbing to him now. That needs to 332. Make sure you get this guy to 400 real quick.
Much appreciated, man. Much
I
appreciated.
can't. No, bless up for the translation as well. And listen, it teaches you to remember the Dutch as well.
Doesn't Daryl speak Dutch? Lee, doesn't Daryl speak Dutch?
I think Daryl does speak a bit Dutch. He has 7-inch as well. Yeah, he lives in Holland.
Yeah,
bro, this is the blessed thing about these channels that I have, and that you have and everyone else has. Bro, it's global. There will always be someone there that knows the answer to the question, that knows this language, that knows this and knows the stat for that and knows this date and that date and what the score was.
You know, you just ask the chat and the chat gives you the answer. It's like speaking to ChatGPT or something, but it's actually humans.
It's actually better than ChatGPT because these men are fucking on it. Like, they never miss a trick. So, but no, bless up, bro. I know you're going to go.
Big thank you for obviously bringing me on, Lee. Yeah, man, it was a weird perspective. Obviously, I'm not an Arsenal fan. Yes, he was still linked to a player, Dutch player, and all that. But it's as a football fan, it's nice to see a player's perspective. I was telling the chat that earlier when you went away for a bit, to get the player's perspective on things that you never get to hear of. So, yeah,
because we all just guess based off of what we're seeing. But when you hear the player verify what you've said, it's like, yo, this is golden content, brother. And this is why I didn't want to do it with subtitles, so it get lost in translation.
Yeah, even if I'm someone who speaks Dutch, if I was reading it, I wouldn't. I would be looking at it thinking that's not right. It's like when you do the Spanish translation thing and you get it from Google.
Yeah,
you know, when you show us like how to say certain things in Google Translate and it doesn't say it the way we say it. It's similar to that. So
yeah, there's so many cuss words. The way you say "see you next Tuesday" in Spanish, brother, or "get in the bin" like in Spanish, they wouldn't understand. Like you can say that if you say "get in the bin" and translate "get in the bin" into Dutch in exactly how I said it, the Dutch wouldn't have a clue what you're talking about. But you translate it in a certain different way.
Lee, innit? It's only Trent that knows better Spanish than Lee.
Bro, I swear down. Let's up Anita on the zone, yeah. It's on CBS. She said to him on the interview after the game yesterday, yo, I need to ask you before we start, should we do this interview in English? Yeah, and then she went in Spanish, perfect Spanish, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, no, in English. Because he recited, bro, he fucking memorized them 120 words, bruv. But listen, bless up to you, bruv, always. Yeah, I appreciate your time, man. It's been 2 hours as well.
Thank you, man. Big up, Lee.
Make sure you sub to his channel. He's on 347. 347. Come on, get him to 400. It's a pinned comment. Let me grab these super chats here. We're going to cook a little bit more expeditiously. EPL hype and PR is embarrassing. Serie A, La Liga on top. Big up Rodriguez, brother. That's been there for a minute as well, over an hour. Sorry, brother. I hope you're still here. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, the Premier League's the worst league in Europe. Well, it's not even in Europe anymore. It's the worst league in the world. So, yeah. I hear it, brother. I fully hear it. Fully hear it. Get this guy 53 more subs. Get him to 400, guys. Come on. Pinned comment. DJ Crane's comment. 52. Keep going, guys. Keep stubbing, guys. He's a real one as well. Goes on Northside's channel a lot as well. Yeah, and the fact that he spent over 2 hours translating this whilst he was driving home in his car and then bounced onto the computer. And big up to the people in the chat as well that have been helping along the way. Yeah, I appreciate you all as well. Big up to Draco. Who was the other guy? Sorry. Big up to Ethan, who actually sent the fucking link for the video. Ethan Tretton as well. Yeah, big up to you, bruv. Yeah, Draco, J. Daverveld. Yeah, bless up to you as well. Big up Yasser. I swear Yasser's not a fucking... How's Yasser not a fucking mod on my channel? I swear he's a mod. How's Yasser not a mod, bruv? How's Yasser not a mod? Can't even see him in the chat anymore. Is that comment gone? Must have been ages ago. I can't see it, bruv. Anyway, bless up to all the Dutch in the chat, and this is how we roll, bruv. Now, these man don't want to fucking share this shit. Cool. Cool. Well, we'll share it then. We'll share it. We'll share it. Because if these men want to chat shit, then cool. We can chat shit better than them because we'll actually share the entire content. And I'll probably get done for copyright. Nobody cares. Nobody cares because you know what? As it stands right now, what we're sitting on right now, one sec. As it stands right now, the amount of people that have watched this live is 11.2k, and the average watch time is 13 minutes 1, which is decent for a 2-hour live. I can't lie. If it was a 40-minute live, it would be about 13 minutes, but a 2-hour live, that's good watch time. Playback, it'll boost it as well. It'll go maybe 24 minutes, 26 minutes, maybe even more. Depends if I get done for copyright. Yeah, but even so. Yeah, even so. Bless up to everyone that's locked in. Yeah, I'm an Ajax fan. When I used to watch Timber at Ajax, he was never having these issues. I said, I fucked him up. Thank you. Just arrived, Mr. Stream. Sub to the guy. Oh, he's a real one, bruv. Now, bless up to everyone who's been helping with the translation, yeah? And that's why I didn't want to do it with the subtitles. It never translate properly. And then everyone can get a get out of jail card. Oh, it didn't no, it was lost in now. Piss off, bruv. We'll give you the Dutch translation. Hold that. Hold that. Why is nobody else doing this? Joe Linton, brother. It's been there 1 hour, 6 minutes, bruv. What are we doing here? Joe Linton, bruv. Chat, who's your favourite Jenner? Which one? Because it definitely ain't that. Watch this chat light up with Chloe. Or Courtney. Not out of them two. I'm talking in general. I said I choose all. Fucking go on, Josh. Joe Linton, you're a joker, man. Out of all of them, though, real talk, which one? Man said, ready to get humbled. Bro, if you don't even understand it, you Chelsea fans talk too much. You lot are absolutely taps, I swear down. Or is the best market opportunity, do you know what I'm saying? Roberto Di Matteo, mate. Anyway, less of this shit. Big up Troy as well. Dennis Romadal was shockingly fast. And why are you gay? Hey, 16 months is crazy.
Mikel Arteta.
16 months. Bless up to Troy. Love always, my guy. What are you saying? I swear down. Hey, Messinho. You're called Messinho. Bruv. Messi's going to put Chelsea in the bin, bruv. Trust me, watch. In fact, we need to get the starting 11 before we cook a gal. We're going to cook a gal as well. He needs to pay for his crimes against football. Suarez and Messi. Segovia, Busquets, Redondo, Alande. Okay, we don't know the rest of them. Esteval's playing. Zestaval. My baller, who's actually won shit. Viega. Oh, it's the wrong Viega, bruv. Fucking hell, get out of here, bruv. the wrong Viega. He plays for Porto, bruv. I don't know what I was thinking. What am I doing here, bruv? Fuck these Viegas. Why is everyone called Viega, bruv? As if my borders are actually playing. See, I've gone on to Porto and it ain't come up with starting 11 for no apparent reason. It's just showing me the bench. Gabriel Viega's on the bench. Gabriel Viega's on the bench. The manager needs sacking immediately, bruv. That's a fucking disgrace. Gabriel Viega's on the bench, bruv. I'm not watching it. Nope. No debate. I'm not watching it. Gabriel Viega's on the bench. I ain't watching it. Ain't watching it. Nope. Not happening. Not happening. We're not watching Porto Al Ali. We're watching Inter Miami. Slap up Esteval, Zesteval. We will be there for the stinker and hooked tweet for Zesteval in about an hour and 20 minutes, guys. But before we do that, big up to Matthias, mate. See why your club is buried. Sad to see. It is very sad to see. And this is why I get the ump. This is why I get the ump. Crazy work. Big up Private Ping Pong. Bro, we could go in Zesteval as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Pause. Anyway, let's share this because this Spurs fan absolutely chefs this guy up, bruv. This Spurs fan right here, bruv, called Jay.
Now you've got to replace
him expeditiously. Listen to this.
Let me bring it back quickly. Partey and Jorginho leave. We bring in Zubamendi and say Aguma from Sevilla. Those are 2 for 2.
Aguma,
going
he's
in
never
out,
watched
right?
from Sevilla.
You have Jesus who's injured and Raheem Sterling who was on loan. Both of them are basically not going to be in the team. At least Jesus minimum earliest time he'll be back is probably January or December time next season. So
Lovely.
Right now it's looking like we're going to bring in a left winger and we're going to bring in a striker. That's the plan. So 4 players right there. We've already got Kepa through the door. That's the 5th. The 6th player, who is the question mark, is if we can sign a quality defender to come into this team. And you guys are probably wondering, why do you need more defenders? Simply put, they want to have the defensive cover in the case that we have a similar injury issue, or the player who can come in and cover for the center backs, or somebody who can cover a left back, one or the other, because they could move Miles Lewis-Kelly into midfield if needed. And overall, you might think it's crazy to buy 6 players, but when you have a backup goalkeeper who's not going to be playing much minutes, you have a backup defender who is going to be basically a project player, a backup midfielder who's going to also be a project player, and 3 potential level raisers in a left winger, a striker, and Zubamendi. I think it is logical to say Arsenal can pull off a deal for 6 players, especially when Kepa costs 5 million. One of the midfielders we're looking at is about 20 million, and the other defenders between the 40 to 30 million range.
Well, why is that logical
like it's a
when I've
rebuild.
not seen evidence from it previously? You're asking for a leap of faith, yeah? Because the evidence says you're not going to do that based on previous transfer window activity. That's what it tells me. So you're hoping you're going to do that. But there's no evidence to support that. The level raisers that you want in the market, where are they? Yeah, because the thing is that, like, where are the players that you can? Okay, so you're now saying Rodrigo. Okay, cool, Rodrigo. Well, let's say you don't buy Rodrigo. Nico Williams is gone. Yeah, Barcola's not leaving. Yeah, Liao, you want to
go get Eze. It's simple.
Go and get Eze. How long have we been talking about Eze, guys? Barcola's not available. Liao, Williams, Rodrigo. Oh. Rodrigo, ceiling raiser, floor raiser, Nico Williams, Bradley Barcola. Interesting. Now it's Eze, guys. It's Eze, guys. Lee Rao. Now it's Eze. Cool. Now it's Eze. These men chat shit. This guy.
So now is Eze the level raiser you envisaged when you came into the transfer window?
Eze is still somebody who's a clutch player and can make a difference in those.
But this is my point. No,
I like Eze. I think Eze is a good player.
Are you trying to buy players to win the league, or are you trying to buy players because you think you need to buy players because you know that the squad's lacking something?
No, we're buying players who we believe have the character and ability.
The character. The character. What does that even mean?
To win and get us a.
But the problem is, Igal, you know, Igal, when you when you go to the shop, yeah. Hold on, but Igal, say when you go to the shop, Igal.
Respond to one sentence. Let me respond with one full sentence before you cut me off. It's mad. Let me respond. I'm simply saying Arsenal needs to go and sign level raisers, and when I say level
raisers, guys,
raisers, I mean players who are going to go and make a difference in that final third in the attack.
But then he mentioned after Leao, Rodrigo, Nico Williams, Barcola, he then mentioned Eze. And he said he's clutch. So he's not a level raiser like the other four you want, yeah? Okay, cool. So you accept mediocrity. Carry on. Wait till you hear this guy in a minute.
Specifically, the reason why we're getting Zubimendi, and I consider him a level raiser, is because one,
you've never watched him apart from Spain, and he scored to shit the bed. Carry on. Man's sipping. Man's chilling. He's like, he knows this is some bullshit.
I did not think Partey was going to leave. And if you want to say now that Partey is leaving and him coming in is a
Eze
one replacement, fair
he's
play.
Decent, but he ain't a level raiser.
But at the same time, we are going to go and sign 2 attackers that is going to improve this team's attack. Simple.
Okay. So I'm saying to you now, yeah, that's fine. But you know when you go to the shop and you've got a shopping list of what you want to buy, and there's a certain quality of ingredient that you're looking to purchase, and you go there and they're out of stock. Yeah. So then you go to the next item and it's out of stock. So what you end up buying at the end of this is inferior quality ingredients, not even terrible ingredients, but for what you wanted to make, for what you went to the shop to go and buy, you bought the wrong kind of ingredients. And you're in MasterChef against really, really efficient husbands and wives. The husbands and wives, the wives are going to the shop.
In the bed. He's Googling, bro. He's Googling.
You know, you're Michelle Edwards.
Man's Googling, because I'll tell you right now, yeah, he's looking straight at his camera like I am. Yeah, so right down here is his chat, because that's where my chat is. So he's looking at the camera. The chat on StreamYard is to the right. If he has the studio open, I have that chat. That's there as well, guys. It's to the right. I'm looking at the chat, bruv. He's now Googling. So his eyes, if he's looking at the chat, are here, down here. He has absolutely chefed him, and he's a Tottenham fan. He has better standards for Arsenal than Egal, bruv. Carry on. I'll be late for this stream. Don't worry. We will be there.
Woods, she's there. You know, she's doing her thing, buying everything.
He's Googling, look, it's typing.
And that's my point, Egal. You think you exist in a vacuum. You do not. Everybody else is trying to get better.
Because he needs to win the argument.
Everybody else is trying to improve too. And you're out here just doing the most to stay still. That's my issue with Arsenal this window so far. Just to stay still. You are thrashing in the water just to tread water. You're not swimming. You're in the same spot. And you need to understand that this transfer business that you're trying to do, you've shown no ability to close big 60, 70, 80 million pound deals. And you think you're going to do 2 in this window.
He's Googling.
Let's see.
Right, he's found something on Google. I ain't even seen this until today. And I ain't even seen this bit.
We've already gotten Zubimendi in. I think it's pretty straightforward and clear that everyone can see we're going to get either Gyökeres or Sesko. One of those are going to come in.
Gyökeres or Sesko. It's pretty clear to see, yeah?
And in the case we don't get either.
Oh, and in the case we don't get either. But it's pretty clear to see we're getting one or the other. But in the case we don't, guarantee says Ollie Watkins.
The fallback plan is Ollie Watkins. The what do you call it? The left winger situation is very much up in the air. I agree.
Oh yeah, I've seen this bit. Sorry, my bad. What does up in the air mean, guys? He chefs him again. I've seen this. I'm going for a piss. Yeah, trust me. We'll chef him for about maybe 20 minutes. Then I'll roll on to the watch along. Yeah, he cooks in a minute. Yeah, let me go for a piss real quick. He's had enough. My man's had enough. He said, "Nah, fuck this. Man City don't roll like this, bro. Man United, nah. We've had enough as well, bro." So we've gone from Isak Gyökeres Stesko. Stesko. All right, Harry Kane, calm down. To Watkins. We'll end up with Nico Jackson or Rashford. They've all had enough. He chefs him in a second. It's fucking hilarious. I've seen this till what minute we on? I've seen this till about 37 minutes now. I've raided this channel. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Not even that. I need a piss. This is fucking hilarious. I'm gonna get the game on. I will swerve over to the other channel in a bit because I want to watch the game and I want to stream it. So yeah, I'll be 90 seconds, guys. Smash the likes up. This is golden. And I didn't even see this until today. Apologies about the delay. We had a bit of a problem, guys. We had a bit of a problem. There was a fucking moth in Oh, yeah, let me tell you the story very quickly. There was a moth in that bedroom. Yeah, and it was flapping. It was like a baby bird. Check this though, yeah. I wish I took a video of it. I woke up. What time did I wake up? 12:15, just after midday. Yeah, right. And it sounded like someone was in my gaff. And I was like, sounds a bit off key, bruv, because I leave the doors open. You know, like I finish the stream, all the doors are open, air fresheners out, plugins are in. We're making it smell zesty again, bruv. Pause. So I'm laying there. I'm like, I swear somebody's in the fucking gaff. So I get out of bed, pull the shorts on, put the t-shirt on, bruv. I've got my fucking slider in my hand, bruv. I'm ready to weigh the cunt in with the fucking slider. Right. And I'm like, nobody's here. I'm looking in the kitchen. There's nobody in the living room, stroke dining room, looking on the patio. Go to the bathroom, go to the ensuite. Like, we got a spare bedroom. There was a tiny little bird that had flown in through the patio fucking door and couldn't get back out. It just kept headbutting the fucking door. I wish I'd recorded it, man. I swear. I'm thinking, how the fuck do I get this fucking bird out of the gaff, bruv? I'm not talking about the bird. I'm talking about a little fucking... I don't even know what bird it is. Let me get these games on, bruv. Yeah, because we're going to cook him for about 20 minutes. I'm swerving onto there. They just kept headbutting the fucking patio. And I'm like, bruv, are you stupid? The patio door's wide open, bruv. Why are you hitting that part of the patio when that's all wide open? It's like 29 going clean through on goal. The goalkeeper's there. The whole goal's open and you pull it there. Granny boy, bruv. Absolute retard. Lucky it weren't the eagle. Yeah, I am. Fuck that, bruv. Yo, that's a finish. That's a nice finish. I can't lie. That's a good goal. That's a nice finish. Goalkeeper could have done better. But do you know what happened there? So it kept fucking... It was sat on top because I've got bunk beds in that bedroom, right? It fucked off under the bunk bed. So I'm thinking, how the fuck am I getting it out from under the bunk bed? Yeah, and that's hiding. Is that a market opportunity? Probably not, guys. For some of you, it might be. Anyway. It fucked off under the bunk bed. Thinking, how the fuck am I getting it out? I've got no bread. I had no bread. I had to go and do a food shop earlier. Yeah, but at that point, I had no bread. I'm thinking, I can't throw bread. What do I throw it? It's like, what do I throw on the floor near the patio door to get it out? So I'm thinking, if I go near it, it's going to fly at me and it's going to fucking, like, it's about that big with the wingspan. No, it's only a tiny little thing. Like a little sparrow. Maybe it is a sparrow. I don't know. I don't know birds, brother. I know birds, but I don't know the flying version. Anyways, it fucks off under the bunk bed. I'm like, what do I do now? Now it's a standoff, isn't it? Because I'm like looking underneath the bunk bed and it's just staring straight at me. I'm like, how do I get this fucker out of my bedroom? Out the spare bedroom. Yo, look at the bad man in the crowd, bruv. So anyway. Gonzalez. So I threw a couple of them on the floor. Nope. Didn't want to jump out. I'm like, shit. Then it's creeping. I thought, fuck this. I need to go for a shit. So I went for a shit. Went and made a cup of tea. Went out on that patio and had a cigarette. Come back in. I thought, okay, cool. Is it still there? Now it's on the top bunk. And it's looking. Scan rate. Look at the state of that. Jesus fucking Christ, bruv. You can have that one. What have I done here? You can have that one. That's definitely not a market opportunity. That's a stay away from that, bro. That is clapped. So anyway, now it's on the top bunk. And it's sizing up trying to get out the patio door. I swear, when I walked in the bedroom, yeah, so I walked around the whole gaff, I was like, I swear somebody's in the gaff. Yeah, it was mad weird. I don't know if anyone's ever been burgled before, yeah? And you've heard somebody in your house. Move around, we'll see if you're a market opportunity. But anyway, basically the fucking noise was the fucking bird eating the fucking patio door. Just kept swatting the patio door. Anyway, goes under the bed, comes back out. Yeah, it's a standoff. I'm like, yeah, whatever, mate. Go for a cigarette, go and have a cup of tea on the patio. Fuck that. Worst way is it'd just fly around the gaff and it'd twat itself and knock itself out. So, all right, nutmeg, see you later. That's a foul. Play on. Now it's on the top bunk. And it's Scamry. It's like Cesc Fabregas. Handlebars. Handlebars and wing mirrors, bruv. Like that. Swatted the fucking window again. Dropped. It's like a top gooner after they fucking lost. Goes back on the I'm thinking, bruv, I've only just woken up. I've had about fucking 3.5, 4 hours sleep. Yeah, you're taking the fucking piss. Why is this happening to me? Who sent this bird? Yeah, that was a top gooner in fucking flying form, bruv. I fucking hate shit with flies. So anyway, check this. It then comes back out, manages to fly back on the top bunk. So I'm like, cool. Let me open the patio door the other way. Because obviously this dickhead can't get out that way. 2 doors, obviously. Can slide them either way, all the way. Well, obviously half the fucking entrance, exit, is going to have a door and a window there. Well, let me do it the other way. It's now sitting on the top bunk again. Cesc Fabregas settings. Swats that patio door. I'm like, bro, I swear, this went on for about an hour. Yeah, I wish I'd videoed it. I wish I'd fucking videoed it. Now, I'm throwing all this shit on the fucking floor in the bedroom. I'm like, bro, come on, please, just eat something, please. You like food. Please, just fucking eat something. But if I had breadcrumbs, like, or bread, it would have. I didn't have any crisps. I didn't have any bread. Didn't have anything. I had to do a food shop, like I said. Well, in the end, the fucking idiot flew out the door. Thank you very much. It didn't even shit in the bedroom. What's that all about? I swear. What did I do in a previous life, guys? Maybe that's a fucking warning. Maybe that's a warning, bruv. I think it was a sparrow. I don't know. No, it wasn't a sparrow. It wasn't that colour. It was like a grey. Grey little bird. In Spain. I don't know why I put a hashtag on it. Is that the little fucker? Southern Spain. Let me type Southern Spain. That's the little bastard, bruv. That's the little fucker, bruv. That's the little fucker right there. It's called a shrike. It's called a shrike, bruv. Cheeky little bastard, bruv. That's the little fucker right there. Watch this. We'll come back to cooking a gal in a minute, and then we're going to swerve to the other channel here. This little motherfucker right here, bruv. Fucking bruv. Leave the fucking leave Lee Gunner alone. That little fucker was in my bedroom for over, well, I don't know how long it was there. I got in bed maybe 7:30. Fell asleep about 10 to 8 maybe. Woke up at 12:15 thinking someone was robbing the gaff. So who the fuck's in my house? And it was this fucking knob headbutting the patio door because he couldn't get out. And only if the patio door opened maybe 1.5 feet. was like, bruv, how have you even managed to get your way in? Hey, Hooks, I'm watching Leo Messi FC, bruv. Yeah, I got work rate, bruv, unlike you. This little fucker was headbutting the patio door at 12:15. Little shit. Fair play, it didn't shit on my fucking beds. Little motherfucker, bruv. Little motherfucker. Little motherfucker. This little shit here was in my spare bedroom, bruv. I should charge it rent. Anyway, let's cook a gal and then we'll swerve to the other stream, yeah? Let's go, guys. He cooks in a minute. He's definitely cooking. Big up, Jay. That's a finish as well.
With you, but the reason why it's up in the air is because Arsenal.
That says streaming birds on YouTube. New demographic, bro. I was streaming kangaroos and fucking monos, monkeys in fucking Gibraltar the other day. I fucking got done for all the clips on that fucking stream as well, bro. How are the fucking Gibraltar monkeys that are world famous for fucking robbing everybody, bro? Hooks, you live in London, right? Bro, I swear the monkeys in Gibraltar, they roam free, bro, and they'll rob you. They don't give a shit, and they'll unzip your bag. They'll nick your iPhone, bro. I did this the other day. This is how we roll, bro. Don't ever go to Gibraltar. It's the maddest country. It's the weirdest country. Anyway, this guy chefed up a gal for about 5 minutes already, and he's a Spurs fan. We already know this is some bullshit because he's always Googling because he has to win the debate. No debate.
Arsenal is going to wait and see if they can get Rodrigo. If they cannot,
let's just take it back a second.
You're not swimming. You're in the same spot. And you need to understand that this transfer business that you're trying to do, you've shown no ability to close big 60, 70, 80 million pound deals. And you think you're going to do 2 in this window. Let's see.
You've already gotten Zubimendi in. I think it's pretty straightforward and clear that everyone can see we're going to get either Gyökeres or Sesko.
Gyökeres or Sesko, guys. But it was this act to begin with. Carry on.
One of those are going to come in. And in the case we don't get either,
now it's Watkins.
The fallback plan is Ollie Watkins.
Isak, Gyökeres, Sesko, Watkins. It'll be Nico Jackson.
Is very much up in the air.
Left wing situation's up in the air. It was Nico Williams. Now it's Rodrigo. Then it was Leao before that. Oh, then it's Bradley Barcola. And we'll end up with Garnacho. Cool, carry on.
I agree with you, but the reason why it's up in the air is because Arsenal is.
What does up in the air actually mean? Big up Jester, brother. Because like I said earlier, I used to hear this fucking terminology all the time, knocking on doors. Yeah. Oh well, you know, we can't really have a quote on our wins. Everything's a little bit up in the air. What's that even fucking mean? Up in the air. It's a little bit up in the air. Well, how about bring it back down to earth, mate? How about that? Little bit up in the air. What do you mean, up in the air? What does that even mean? That just means you're chatting bollocks. Carry on. Carry on, mate.
Going to wait and see if they can
He's
get
had
Rodrigo.
enough.
If
Watch
they
this.
cannot get Rodrigo, then they're going to pivot. But
they're going to pivot. Buzzword.
Do have a plan in place for that. Now, where I don't necessarily think you're wrong is we have not seen Arsenal go and solve all their problems. We're not Liverpool. We're not City. We're not friggin' even Manchester United or Chelsea.
Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. We haven't gone to solve all our problems. We're not Liverpool. Well, we've outspent Liverpool for how long? Carry on.
We don't necessarily go and do business that makes sense. Sometimes we do things that are illogical. So to a certain
I man absolutely cooked him and didn't say a word.
Sometimes you do things that are illogical. So to a certain degree, I do think you're right.
Man cooked him and didn't say a fucking word, you know.
Mikel Arteta.
I love this game, man. We got clips for days. Clips for fucking days, bruv. And I haven't even seen all of this. Like, I see this tonight when I was on the previous watch along. Yeah, with Matty earlier. Yeah, for the Atletico game. So I've literally got to maybe 36 minutes on that. I think I got to about 38 minutes.
But hey,
And I
didn't even watch it all. I started at about
I'm not sitting here
25
on the
minutes, 30
20th
minutes.
of June saying that Arsenal is not going to do the business that I think they're going to do, because all
This
signs
game's
are
end to end, by the
screaming
way.
that off the back of last season, where we had a net 10 million profit off the back of at the end of the window, that they can go and spend this window. Come July 1st, I do expect a lot of escalation in some of these deals, and I don't think Arsenal
Escalation, guys. That's because it's a new football financial year. Yeah, and we're skint, hence why we're waiting for the new football financial year, because we have loads of amortized payments. So we can't afford to go and buy these players until we get into the new financial year. This game's end to end. Slap that. This game's sick, by the way.
Arsenal go and make 3 signings before July
1st.
I
have a question, right? So for your left wing position, Rodrigo is the guy that you're waiting to hear about.
Yeah.
How long do you leave it, or how long do you think Arsenal are going to leave it before they need a decision from Rodrigo? Because obviously it's not great if you have to wait until the season actually starts.
He's Googling again. He's Googling again. Like I said, I'm looking at the camera. The chat's on the right. So he should be looking down here if he's looking at the chat. No, he's Googling, guys. He's looking over here. He's Googling.
To the first.
And let's not forget, the whole reason I started doing this, before we did the whole Timber translation thing, Esteval has just spanked one out the stadium. This guy's shit, bruv. This guy is rubbish. Bruv, that high top's not high topping, bruv. Like, the 80s called, they want their high top back. The 90s called, they want their high top back, bruv. Like, what are we doing here? This guy is rubbish, bruv. That kit's shit as well. But anyway, I said, bro, so close. No, it weren't. It's literally just hit me patio, bruv. Get out of here. This guy is shit. But anyway, as I was saying, the whole reason these men are rubbish, bruv. Look, he's Mr. Sitter. This game's end to end, though. But Torres just meant that kit's horrible, bruv. But anyway, the whole reason I started this is because he said Gyökeres bid soon. Yeah, the bid's going to be soon. He's deleted that tweet, by the way, because he was watching the stream earlier on the other channel, or on the Reacts channel. He's deleted the tweet because I quote tweeted it. So I thought we already bid. Oh. Almost like everyone's chatting bollocks then. He deleted it while I was live. And if you go back to the 12th of June, unless he's deleted it, on the 12th of June, he told us that we'd bid for Gyökeres. His words. But today, he's told us that we're going to bid soon because we haven't bid. Interesting. I've not seen any of this stream, so carry on.
Last week of August.
And I started from about 20
You probably don't want to
minutes.
do that, right? Because the thing is, that also may be the situation that's going to have a knock-on effect to your striker to your striker dilemma, because
he
seems to be your main guy, the one.
He's got something up his sleeve. He's going to come up with some bullshit right now.
You're targeting, but at the same point, you need to have a decision.
He's not looking at the chat down here.
Mid-end of July at the latest.
That is Googling again.
Okay, when does the Premier League start?
16th or 17th of August, mate.
First or second week of August, I think. Normally.
August. So I think July. The Club World Cup ends July 16th. The Premier League starts August 16th. It's a situation where we
mid-August.
It's a situation where we probably will respectively have about a month to see if we can pull off Rodrigo. If we
to pull off Rodrigo, hey yo, that's mad weird, bruv. That's haram. I can't lie, that's a bit zesty, bruv. Now, real talk, bruv. Like, what we actually doing here?
Why are you gay?
That's weird, bruv. We're not signing Rodrigo. Who started this rumor? Who was the first person, like real talk, the first person this summer or this season that's just ended, maybe just before the season or just after the season ended? Who is the first person that fucking started this Rodrigo rumor? We're not signing Rodrigo, bruv. I kept telling this idiot that we're not signing Nico Williams. He's going Barcelona. I've been telling him for 2 years. Oh my God, Arsenal's next 2 signings revealed. How many times has that retard that supports Tottenham put that in his fucking thumbnails with fucking Fabrizio's face next to it? Yeah, and Nico Williams mocked up in an Arsenal shirt. How many times has Flowers gone, Nico Williams agrees personal terms, tick. Nico Williams to Arsenal, done. The done deal show, bruv. None of the deals are done. Stop lying. Oh, but a done deal ain't a complete deal. Sorry, my bad. Fuck off. These men are serial bullshitters, bruv. Get out of here. These men chat shit, bruv. The done deal show. None of the deals are done. What are you talking about? I deal in facts, not bullshit.
If we don't pull off Rodrigo before the season starts, I think we're going to go and end up with either.
But is that too close? Like,
who did he say?
See if we can pull off Rodrigo. If we don't pull off Rodrigo before the season starts, I think we're going to go and end up with either.
But is that too close? Like,
I think we're going to either end up with the Eze or something like that. But at this point,
right, okay, cool. So first and foremost, it was Nico Williams that you don't watch that I told you shit anyway. But it will slap at Barca, to be fair. He would slap at Barca. And chat, you know I'm not lying. I do not rate that guy. I think he's awful. This guy don't watch La Liga. He's quite clearly told us that many times. Yeah, this guy is on his knees for Rodrigo, but never put him in the combined 11 for the 2 games against Real Madrid. Interesting. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. He said earlier in this, yeah, Madueke to Arsenal is rage bait. So it's rage bait when you don't think that you like the player, but the same content creator that is posing as a journalist then links us to Rodrigo and you believe that because you like the player. So which one is truth? Madueke, Rodrigo. It's the same journalist, mate. That's not a journalist. They're liars and storytellers and content creators. Stop listening to fucking these idiots on Twitter, bruv. Carry on.
At this moment in time, Arsenal is probably going to try and get a Morgan Rogers, who's a different type of player. And if we just try a thing on him before the end of this month.
Before the end of this month. No, I don't think you quite understand. We can't do any business until July, bruv, because we are skint. Chat, how many times do we have to tell these people? When they're sitting there going, oh, yeah, well, Real Sociedad want it on next year's books, so they have to wait till the 1st of July. No, we want it on next year's books. 33 mil for Declan Rice has to be paid this month. Timber money, next payment. 29 money, next payment. David Raya payment. Jesus next payment. Zinchenko, Mikel Marie. Fucking hell. Give you all. How many more? How many more? I don't think they realise how fucked we are as a football club financially. Because they're too busy playing toppest to tippity top Guna, bruv. We have 97 million to spend. This entire fucking window. That includes wages. 2022, 2023, that's going to fall off the 3 years PSR FFP. So now we have to wait till the 1st of July. That will be the 3rd year because it goes in 3-year cycle, bruv. So 2023, 2024, 2024, 2025, 2025, 2026. Wakey, wakey. It's not rocket science, brother. I do this and share the screen every day. And when you share the screen and you can see it factually, I asked him 8 times the other day. How many times you watched Sociedad last season? 8 times he never answered. But he told me Zubimendi is the 2nd best midfielder in the world. Only Pedri's better. Okay, mate. Cool. No reason we don't win the league then. So we aren't broke. We just have to comply with regulations. Nope. Hooks, if you're free, jump on. Now, real talk. Yeah, I'll do until the second half. Right, it's 7 minutes till half time. Now 15 minutes half time. So I'll do 20 odd minutes if you want to jump on. Bro, I don't think you lot realise how fucked we are financially. How much can we... Right, so I see a tweet earlier from Tiki Taka Dickhead, who's blocked me on all of the social media accounts he's the founder of, or the lead social media guy of, AFTV. What's the other one? Footy Insider, AFC Newsroom, Tiki Taka Twat. He ain't blocked me on haters, though. Maybe he's not got the login details anymore. I don't know. But either way, we're skint, bruv. How much money have we got coming back in? How much money do we have coming back in? Man said I packed away my mic. We'll do it on your phone. See, this was the problem with you top gooners, bruv. You always got an answer. But I don't think you lot realise how fucked we are. So, on the amortization, yeah, how much money have we got coming back in? What players have we sold? Granit Xhaka, we're owed money. Who else? Eddie Nketiah, we're owed money. Maybe Joe Willock, we're still owed money. Who else? Austin Trusty, maybe? Balogun? Who else? Beref, Mika Beref? Tina Turner? Who else? Who else, guys? Smith Rowe? Bellerin, we ain't owed a penny. So how much are we owed? Aiden Heaven left for nothing. I think it was 1 million, mate. I think 1 million compensation, wasn't it? No, Awobi's way gone, bruv. That was before. Rob Holding, maybe. Yeah, maybe Rob Holding. Although that was $1.5 million. Plus 2.5 add-ons. They dressed that up that we sold him for 4 mil. No, we never. We sold him for $1.5 million plus add-ons. Ramsdale. Emi Martinez was time ago, bro. Maybe the last payment on Emi Martinez. Maybe. So how much do you reckon we're owed for all these players that we sold for fuck all? This summer, right now, this month, June. Let's say we're owed 40 mil, which is being generous. Let's say we're owed 40 mil. Ramsdale was 18 million. 18 mil. 18 mil. So let's say they'd done that. I don't know how long his contract was at Southampton, but it'd be over the length of the contract. They'll pay the first payment and spread the rest. So let's say we're owed £40 million. In fact, fuck that. Let's say we're owed 50. And Nketiah, Smith Rowe, Ramsdale, let's say Willock still, Trusty, Tina Turner, Savage. Let's say 50 mil. Let's say 50 mil. Well, we owe 33 million to West Ham for Declan Rice. I said Ben Jacobs, you know. You spammed that enough times, but I'll stop spamming. They'll time you out, bro. So we owe 33 mil straight away for Declan Rice. Timber, 29. Raya, Zinchenko, Jesus, Moreno, Kivior. Who else is there? Who else is there? Calafiori. There's 7 I've named straight away. Who else? Who else? There's 7 I named straight away. There's got to be some more. There's 2 more. I know there is. Who else? Who fucking else, bruv? There's two more. I did this earlier. There's two more. Who the other fucking two, bro? There's two more. Chat, come on. Who the fuck is this guy, bro? Like, what are you doing here? I don't know who that is, bro. Who else was there? There's two more. Odegaard's one. Odegaard's one. Unless we've paid that. Let's take Odegaard out, so there's still 7. Ben White, thank you. That's 8. Trossard, 9. 9 players we owe money for, just off the bat, like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. 9 players we owe money for. One of them's 33 million quid straight away. Somebody block this geezer. Bruv, stop spamming my chat, bruv. Like, real talk, stop spamming, bruv. What are we doing here? 9 players straight away. 9. 9 players. Yeah, Messi FC, bruv. Look at it, always picks the right pass. These man are shits, bruv. So 9 players, yeah? One of them we have to pay 33 million quid for. Straight away. Now add up all the other payments for the rest of the players. That 97 million PSR that we have available. 97 million PSR, Bob. Let's say that we have to pay out, well, 33 mil plus all the other 8 players. We're already getting back 50 in, yeah? Let's say 50 we're getting back. We're probably paying out about 80. Messi got booked. Cynical foul, guys. We're paying out 80, so we've got 17 mil left. But then we get, let's say, maximum 50 mil back. So we've got 67 mil. We need to sell, bruv. Which is why when people want to sit here and chat shit, yeah, and say, oh, yeah, but Sociedad want to wait until the 1st of July or until July. It's the new football financial year, which it is. Yeah, the 30th of June at midnight, the players and their contracts all go into the next year, which is cool. What are they waiting for, bruv? Because if Real Madrid drops 60 million euros in their bank right now, or to the Spanish FA right now for Zubimendi, he's going fucking Real Madrid. We're doing it on tick. Why? Because we ain't got the money, mate. We ain't got the money. So now it's an us problem, not Sociedad. Kepa 5 M's. Why didn't Bournemouth buy him? Can somebody tell me why Bournemouth didn't buy him for 5 mil? Can somebody tell me that, please? Apparently, he had an outstanding season at Bournemouth. All right, bro, Eli, I swear down, bro. Can somebody tell me why Bournemouth didn't buy Kepa for 5 mil? Because he had an outstanding season. He was outstanding. He was amazing. He was outstanding. Wages, 100 grand a week. Let's have a look at Bournemouth's top earner. Bet it's Evan Nilsson. I bet it's Evan Nilsson. Excuse me. Half time. Evan Nilsson is on 85 grand a week. Kluivert's on 80. Kepa was on 75 grand a week on loan. And they paid 3.6 million to get him. So you're telling me they can't pay him an extra 25 grand a week? Crazy work. Ryan Christie, 70 grand. Sinistera, 65. Tyler Adams, 60. Lewis Cook, 60. Zabarani, who's going PSG, 50. David Brooks, 50. Semenyo, 50. Sensi, 50. Adam Smith, 40. Tavernier, 35. Otara, 35. Kirkes, 30. You're telling me they're not going to pay him Max Aarons on 15 grand? Wow. You're telling me they can't afford to pay Kepa another 25 grand a week? Why didn't they buy him for 5 mil? Why are we buying him and paying him more than our number one? He had a great season, guys. I've been told all summer so far, yeah, but Kepa's a great, by this guy and many others in the chat. Yo, Kepa, oh, it's great. Why would we go and spend the money on Joan Garcia when we can spend 25 million less and go and get Kepa and use the money somewhere else? Harry Simeu earlier. Oh, yeah, Sesko. Sesko. Sheshko. Shut up, Harry Kane. Shish. Piss off, bruv. Yeah. Oh, but he wants a 20% release clause on top of the fee that we buy him for, inserted into the contract at Arsenal. Cool. So let's say we buy him for 100 million euro. But you man have been gassing him up all summer, making out he's amazing. So 100 million euros. He wants a release clause with 20% on top. So that's 120. But now you man don't want that. Oh, funny that. Why don't you want it? Because you know he's shit. And you know if he flops, nobody's paying it, bruv. Not rocket science, is it? We'll come back to this in a sec. I'll share the clip because you know how I roll. I'll do the second half. I will do the second half. These men are compulsive liars, bruv. And unfortunately for them, I'm sharper and quicker than them. And I fucking am as well. Can't catch me out, bruv. You have to get up earlier than that. Sad times, guys. So you want Cheshko. Get out of here, bruv. Here we go, guys. We first read a few days ago, and he didn't quote any of the sources, because this is what they do. Reports suggest, will tell us the reports so we can read them. He didn't. As soon as I quote tweeted this, 30 seconds later, he texted me. I've ignored it and I won't reply. We first read a few days ago that Cheshko camp are demanding a release clause put in any Arsenal contracts he signs. Well, surely that's a good thing for the club, right? That's a good thing for the club. That means now you've invested in this player. He's a market opportunity, buzzwords. Ceiling raiser, floor raiser. Since then, there's been reports that he didn't say in the video, claiming the Gunners are growing frustrated by their demands. Can't tell you for certain what the truth is, so why are you doing the video then? So I tried to remain calm. Why are you calm, bruv? Why are you trying to remain calm? You rate Sesko, right? Why are you rattled by a release clause that he and his agent want? Because if you back this guy, pause, so much, who cares? Oh, because you don't back him, pause again, because you know that he's shit. But if he flops, which he will, now it's 120 million euro and no fuckers paying it. Let's say we pay 80 million euro. Well, that's now 96 million euro buyout with the 20% on top. Let's say we pay 50 million euro. Let's say we get him for 50 mil. It's now 60 million. Why are they so rattled? I'm trying to remain calm. I tried to remain calm. Why? He's amazing. Everyone's told us he's brilliant. Everyone's told us he's brilliant. So why are you also rattled by a 20% release clause? Surely that's a good thing for the club, right? If he flops, oh, nobody's going to pay the fucking release clause, bruv. This is why they're so riled, because I don't believe the shit they talk. But anyway, go on, tell us, Harry, and we'll come back to Regal in a second. Pause.
In his contract, if he signs for Arsenal. Now, I'm wary of overreacting to this because I don't know if it's true. And I'm wary of overreacting because
overreacting,
complete and utter load of nonsense. Okay.
Yeah, but you're in the know. You're in the press conferences. You've got the knowledge. You're the mainstream media that these people listen to. So, what are you wary about, bruv? Anyway.
Okay. But Arsenal, Benjamin, are not a stepping stone. Arsenal are not a stepping stone club. You want to come to Arsenal and be the main man? Arsenal, it seems like, would be willing to pay a hell of a lot of money to get you in through the door. Whether they'd pay the amount of money that RB Leipzig are asking for at this time remains to be seen. But either way, to get you in, to bring you to Arsenal Football Club, it's going to take a really big investment from the Gunners.
Cool. So why they rattled about an extra 20% on top of what we paid for him then?
Now, if you want a release clause in your contract, no problem. Stick a release clause of 150 million on him. But somehow, I don't think he's going to agree to that. If indeed this report is true.
What report? Where? Tell us who.
Being suggested that he wants a...
It's being suggested by who?
Release clause that is 20% higher than the price point that Arsenal would have to meet to get him in.
Okay, who reported it? He didn't tell us. Who suggested it?
In which case, that is ridiculous.
Well, it's not really, is it? It's covering the club. Because you lot have gassed him up so highly that surely if we pay a hell of a lot of money to get him in, to be the main man, because we're not a stepping stone. We're not a stepping stone. He's the main man. We're not a stepping stone, guys. Fucking aircon's killing me. We're not a stepping stone, guys. He'll be the main man. So what's 20% of the fee that we bought him for on top? It's protecting the club. It's protecting the club. We buy him for 100 mil. The release cost is 120. Vinny Junior's is 1 billion, bruv. Mbappe's is 1 billion. It's protecting the club. According to reports, is the easiest throwaway comment ever in the world, by the way. Vieira gave away a penalty. What a spaz. But anyway, 20% is trying to stay wary and calm.
We're not a stepping stone football club.
We are.
We were a few years ago. No. If Benjamin Sesko sees Arsenal as a stepping stone, and Benjamin Sesko is adamant that he wants a release clause in his contract, and again, I've got to stress this point. I don't know that this is true. I'm just going by the reports that
are out there, guys, that he hasn't quoted.
We're reading.
That we're reading. Who's we? That we're reading. Well, tell us who then. So this person wrote this in this article for this outlet. Didn't tell us nothing, bruv. What's a load of bollocks? Tell us.
But if indeed that is the case, move on from this guy.
Move on, guys.
Turn the other way. Go and get Victor Gyökeres or go and get somebody else.
Cool. So I quoted that. 30 seconds later, he texts me. Miguel obviously deleted his tweet because that's how these people roll when you call them out on their bollocks. Arsenal are not a stepping stone club. Now list all the players who have left since Arteta has been here that have gone on to win trophies. Quite clearly a stepping stone. 30 seconds later, text. This man chat shit, Ralph. I'm sick and tired of these people. Anyway, let's go back to this before the second half kicks off.
Villa have
and we're
to sell players, and we're going to see if we can get him as somebody.
Villa have to sell players. No, they don't.
And what do you call it? Midfield pocket before we go do anything else. So Villa have to sell players, and we're going to see if we can get him as somebody who can play in that left wing and midfield pocket.
This guy has said pivot, pockets. They sound like the fucking manager. The midfield pocket. Can you tell me what the midfield pocket is, please? Can anyone describe? How can I describe you? How can I describe it? What is the midfield pocket? What are we doing here?
Before we go and do anything else.
Let me just tell you right now, yeah, Aston Villa are not fucked. Aston Villa's entire midfield of 9 midfielders costs less than Declan Rice. But carry on.
So I have to wait.
But then if you get Morgan Rogers...
I honestly don't have...
And as soon as my man starts talking, he talks over him.
Have an answer on what this plan is with the left wing as I would with the other positions.
I don't have an answer for the left wing position because it's up in the air, guys. He said that earlier.
Because the thing is, if Morgan Rogers is a realistic target, and you want to try and get him before this
market opportunity in the Brazil top. Oh my days, bro. Market opportunity right there. Does she play in the midfield pocket, or is she a deep line playmaker? Is she good up top? Good on the ball? Man said Lee Pervin. Aye, bro. Market opportunities everywhere. ABC always be closing. What the fuck is the midfield pocket?
PSR deadline for Villa, right? So you can get him out. Then, if you get him, I don't know if you're probably not going to get Rodrigo. I'm guessing, unless you get him for a real cut price.
1 second. This guy came on my channel and then says, "Egal's here. I'm out of here. You can go and get banned." Then you don't have.
He's on his own channel, would you?
Yeah, you don't have
plenty of other places you can go to avoid him.
I know. It's like Egal talks football. What are you doing here? I see that.
Yeah, honestly,
I've not seen any.
You guys talk crazy. But hey, before we go any further, please do hit that like button. We're almost on 100 likes, and literally just 3 likes away.
Chess is in the house, man.
Chess in the house after disgracing the Premier League. Disgracing. You let some guys from the favelas. All right, listen. We're a family channel, but they fisted you up from the first minute to the last minute. You know what I mean? They were living la vida.
We're gonna talk about it, guys. We got bigger issues. We got bigger fish to fry. Yeah.
Do you know how jarring this is? So listen to these people.
We'll talk about Chelsea once Ahmed joins, hopefully. but Rack has to leave soon, and Rack Rack has to leave soon. We just hit 100 likes. We're 2 away. Guys, hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Guys, we got to talk about Liverpool.
I always see the club at COP as a place where we should be allowed to experiment because the
game, right?
With the equals and second.
And after Sanchez's performance today.
Let Egal finish. You finish. Just listen to that. Listen.
I was saying it.
So every show,
European champions.
Okay, guys, on a real, I am triggered because Liverpool not only have signed Florian Wirtz, you got everybody and their mom saying Alexander Isak to Liverpool. I can see it happen, you know. See it happen. Even in the fine print.
47 minutes. Egal is rattled and triggered because they've signed Florian Wirtz and they're looking at Alexander Isak. 47 minutes on that stream. Cool. We'll clip that. Matty, if you're watching or listening, clip him up. Market opportunity in the crowd. Look, hey, Mumsy's loving life. You can have that one, guys.
Listen, I was saying it ages ago on my own channel.
15 minutes ago, you're happy with that?
All right, for the younger G's, there's some little market opportunities there, guys.
Let me have my monologue. Let me have my monologue.
Listen.
Man said, let me have my monologue. No.
To the hate in Egal's voice.
Let me have my monologue.
Let Egal finish. You finish. Just listen to the hate in his voice.
Guys, let me have a monologue. This is going crazy. Because in my opinion, the Florian Wirtz deal, I said, you know what? Liverpool versus Bayern and what do you call it? Man City. They won that They got it amazing. I didn't think they were going to be able to get it over Bayern or Man City. They got the deal done. But now it's a situation where they think they're big boy on campus and they can get any player they freaking want. It's ridiculous. Alexander Isak is not for sale. Newcastle have put a ridiculous...
Man said he's not for sale. 48 minutes, 12 seconds. Alexander Isak's not for sale. Cool.
Price tag on his head. They've said if you want to pay for him, you need to give us at least on 150 minimums to start negotiations, and we want closer to 200.
Who told you that? Right, we're going to carry this on the other channel because I need to go on that other watch along, yeah? We'll carry that on the other channel. Right, there's 933 people still inside, yeah? We're going to cook. I want to watch this game, though. Well, on the other channel. Yeah, so bless up to everyone who's locked in. Swerve over to Lee Reacts. I'm going for a piss. Emptying the Cinecero down the bog, bruv, and I'll be there in literally 90 seconds, yeah? This is crazy work. These man chats absolute bollocks. Yeah, and do you know what? We have it all documented. It's great. So anyway, make sure the stream is redirecting. And we need the Zestaval, Stinker, and Hooked to complete the night, guys. Yep, we're redirecting, guys. I'll be there in 90 seconds, yeah? Love to everyone who's locked in. Bless up to Yasser. Bless up to all my Dutch G's in the chat that translated. I appreciate you all. And I'll be on the other channel in literally 90 seconds. And Zestaval FC are getting put in a spliff. Adios. 90 seconds, guys. Spam the chat with Zestaval. Goodbye.